Are we live? Ooh. What is up, FLV? Welcome to Season 21 Lock-In Grand Finals. We have Pets versus Gurt Yo. Gurt Yo and Pets both proving proving how good of teams they are to get to the Grand Finals. Gurt Yo having some solid players as well. 2 peak radiants, I believe. And some peak immortals as well. As for the Pfeiffer's pet side, I think these are all new players to the league. I'm not sure. They don't seem too familiar to me, but I could be wrong. I don't know if anyone else knows them. But
I mean, absolutely. Also, some pretty interesting players on the side of Pfeiffer Pets. I mean, you have Venom that's subbing in today. That guy is always a menace. Casual Crazy, who is a low elo player, but you can never underestimate that guy when he has a sheriff. He be pulling some crazy shots in the games. Danny, at an Ascendant PR, he's a really solid player too, and he's been showing that all lock in long. So definitely we're in for an interesting matchup here today for these grand finals. So let's see how that goes. We're gonna see what these teams choose for their map bans and picks, because I feel like that's gonna shape quite a lot on how this grand finals go.
yeah, I agree. So we do have some bans coming through and picks. They have banned Descent and Corrode. And
Yep.
Lotus has come through for the first map pick as well.
Yep. And Gurt will be starting defense and immediately pick Bind as the second choice for this grand finals. So that's a pick each. I personally don't like it when teams ban Ascent. I love the map. I feel like it's the map that showcases a skill level best. But hey, that's been banned, so we will not be seeing it tonight. Instead, Gurt will be starting on defense on the first 2 maps, since Pfeiffer's Pets chose attack on Bind. And let's see where this leads us.
I am excited to see how both these teams play Bind and Ascent. Obviously, have been in the game for almost as long as the game's been out. With Ascent being banned, Bind is the next map to see how teams play together. I mean, most
Absolutely.
Bind's been out for so long that people just know how to play it. They know how to throw counters into rushes and stuff. So it all comes down to the micro team plays. And when it comes down to Gurt Yo, I think honestly we're gonna have that because a lot of these players have been playing together for a long time.
Absolutely. And we mentioned the 2 peak radiants or peak immortals over there. They obviously are ready to play at the highest level of competition. So let's see how they manage to, orient their team to make sure they play as a team together and they take those favorable fights in order to win the map. And next up will
And
be coming Sunset. That's an interesting map pick.
I do like that map pick. I have always liked watching Sunset be played. That is
Absolutely.
also, I think, one of Gurt Yo's better maps. I mean, it's just a map for aiming.
Yeah,
And man,
absolutely.
Gurt Yo is full of aimers, man.
It is. It is quite a stacked team in that department, but let's not underestimate Pfeiffer's Pets all too much. These guys also have some pretty insane players. And I feel like it's
Oh,
gonna
I
be a
agree.
fight, especially because when you give people those long angles, when you give people those sharp angles that you need to turn and like flick at your opponent, I feel like that could be an absolute chaos fest in the map of Sunset.
Let's talk about Pfeiffer's Pets here for a second. They are absolutely insane. Like I said, I think these are all new players to the league or semi-new, but when we played against them, we got absolutely destroyed. Do you have anything to say about their play style or any specific players from Pfeiffer's Pets, Zeta?
I will say I have not played against them. I am not playing this season in FLV, but from what I've seen, I just think they work really well together, and they have even the low elo players that can put up some, maybe not hero plays, but some quiet kills in the back, like just a little sheriff kill over here, a little flank denial over there, that seem like they don't do much, but in the long run, it just favors their team so much.
Yeah, their low elo players are honestly probably some of the best that I've seen. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie, I was getting destroyed by some of them. Even
Yeah,
Sock was as well. It caught Sock off guard as well.
absolutely. And well, for our next map pick, Gurt picking Haven, that is a map pick I like very much. I feel like
Haven.
Haven, if we mentioned Sunset was all about aiming, I feel like Haven is just the contrary. It is really about the macro plays. It is really about how good you can, play that bait and switch, that little dance, that making defenders rotate and feel lost in the map until you basically get the side for free. And that's going to be the other half, basically, of this grand finals of who can play the other better.
Is Gurt
Icebox.
Yo missing a play? No.
No. It's just not in the player slot yet. But Icebox will be, of course, our remainder. And I feel like that's just that mimics the lock in from VCT, right? Icebox has the last map. Will we see another crazy comeback in the last map? Though that would be the better question.
I think it's I don't know. I think the pace of the game is honestly going to be set on the pace of these games are going to be set on Lotus's. I think it's going to come down to how Pfeifer handles Gurt Yo. I mean, I don't know if they've played against each other before. I think they have in one previous game. I don't remember the results off the top of my head, but
yeah, I feel like absolutely the tempo of this map is going to determine the tempo of the series, but you can never count anyone out just because of a rough map one. We've seen a lot of crazy comebacks in FLB, and I'm sure both of these teams will give us a really interesting series today. Absolutely.
we are ready, and we are getting confirmation from both teams that they are ready to go into the first map as well.
So, we kind of need to change the map as well. Let's not forget to do that. Oh, we did forget to do that. Unfortunate. So, well.
So let's just lock some agents.
Yeah, let's just do a little trolling here and there. A little bit of a misclick. We were not meant to be playing Ascent, but it's all good. There we go. Gonna be remaking the lobby real quick. Let's make sure we put Lotus on this time. Ascent was banned. Oops.
Welcome to the FLV streams.
These things do happen from time to time, guys. Let's just
But hey,
give a bit of grace.
We're here getting you the game streamed. It's better than
Absolutely.
nothing. It's better than nothing.
Already willing to see, like, looking forward to see what compositions these two teams were going to bring up to us, but unfortunately that's going to have to wait a little longer as we wait for the players who dodged to just rejoin the lobby. There we go. Let's make sure we have the...
What server did you use, Gnome? Illy?
Illy is going to be the default server
Alright.
for FLV, and then now we should be ready to go. So
both teams have given the ready, and we are live.
We are loading now truly into this map of Lotus. It is going to be Gurt on the defender side and Pfeifer Spats on the attacker side, and immediately the Reyna pick for Sin. That guy is not waiting.
Oh, speaking of Sin, for people who are tuning into the FLV stream, you might notice some names on the side of Gurt that seem unfamiliar. It's just a couple of name changes. And Freak, who is Sith, Wistoria, who is Sin, and Lost from Light, who is Fire Venom.
Yep, absolutely. These guys are just messing around a little bit with those name changes, but they are some of the OG players that have been around for a while. And well, I'm a bit surprised by the composition that Gurt is proposing here. You know, Clove, Jet, Reyna, and Sky are those agents that you probably would see more in a ranked solo queue than in an actual like team competition. But then again, we know how dangerous Sin can be on that Reyna, Sif can be on the Jet. And the Sky, I found out that it's usually a pretty good comfort pick for the lower elo players, because you know you can heal your teammates. The dog is a really good and easy to use source of information. The flashes, they're not so hard to use. On the other side, we see a double controller from the side of Pfeifer Spets, the Clove and Omen. They'll be here to try to play the role of a sentinel, deny a lot of that map space, and with the breach fade that is more typical on the map of Lotus.
I am excited to see how both of these team comps end up going up against each other. On the side of defense, you have a team comp just built for taking fights, built for taking first contacts, and on the attacking side, you have a comp just meant for playing slow, methodical, baiting out util. So
Absolutely.
we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna see which team and which method of play style comes through and comes up on top.
Absolutely, and this defense half is going to be absolutely everything. Because, you know, I feel like Pfeifer Spets here on the attack side have a pretty clear way to go, have a pretty clear plan. It's just the Fnatic style of, like, completely slowly taking all of the control of the mains and going from one side to the other until they, you know, they've baited out enough utility. They can just execute on a site. But on the other side, this defense is going to be super key for Gurt, and we start already with Fate Prowler up B main, breaking that Cypher trip, taking some of the control, is showing some presence here. Venom ready and waiting, but it's not really going to be where the majority of the players are. They're just going to be taking up A main. And Freak now with the jump spot, getting all that information, and that comm has been given. The rotations start pulling over. But it's really going to be just a B-split, and the door is broken. Venom taking the first contact, getting out of there. It's going to be a 5v4. Spike will go down.
Oh, looking to get aggressive, missing some shots on the three players coming out from Waterfall's side. But you have all three players from Waterfall.
Does manage to find one. Ball Handler and Takumi combined for another two, and well, Ball Handler one more. Capsule Crazy though with 2 hero picks. But now he is all alone, left in the 1v2. 10 HP to his name. Can he make this happen? The Omen Smoke will deny the vision. Casual Crazy just taking his time, biding his moment, biding his opportunity. He's gonna catch a crazy timing. Oh, BBL is ready to just bail out his teammate. That Omen on main, completely unaware. But the pistol will go to Pfeifer Spets. That's a really good start of the map.
And they did such a good job in taking out the high-ranked players. I mean, Sin and Freak, both, and Freak Sith, by the way. Sin and Sif just not able to find any picks on the execute, and Venom only able to find one.
Absolutely, I feel like that first pick from Venom almost felt like it was gonna dictate how the map went. Well, there you go. Talking about Venom first picks, there is another one, just a straight single sheriff shot into the head of Ryu, who drops that stinger there. That can be recovered. Not has been done quite yet. Flash will taking off the angle. Ooh, Venom tempting luck a little bit, and the execute will come onto the stack B side, and Sin already straight shot onto BBL. That's 2 players down. Man advantage now on the side of the eco, and well, this is not how you want things to go. Danny now getting pinched. Casual Crazy gets a good refrag, and now the C side is fully open, but it's still a 2v4. Guns have been recovered, and it's gonna be a full retake. See how they want to handle it. Oh, the spam through the smoke, getting a few of the players, but now Gurt, you are just making sure they cover all the angles, they cover all the bases, and well, Takumi gets one easily traded out. It's all left to Ball Handler. Can he find anyone? Spots one. Sin though already giving him a few tags. The blind is absolutely gorgeous, and Sin.
A beautiful thrifty in response to that. To that buy round, to that first pistol round from Pfeifer's Pets. Gurt, decided that they were not going to let that slide. They were going to come back and they were going to win that second round and put them on a bad bye.
Absolutely, and I feel like that's just the power, the individual manpower of the Gurt Yo players coming here on full display. You have Venom just ego challing on B main, puts one single bullet onto the race, and you know, Pfeifer's Pets felt they had to react, they had to take back the map control, and they ran into an absolute blender of a stack that ended up leaving them in a 2v5. Nothing much
If there
they
is
could
one
do.
thing you need to watch out for as Pfeifer's Pets, it's the aggression that Gurt Yo has. They are known for just taking these early fights and for early swings.
Absolutely, and well, now speaking of aggression, here comes another executed to be. They're keeping it simple, and Venom is given the simple headshots on the head. And oh me, oh my, already 3 on the round for him, and he's looking for the ace. You know he wants it, you know he's going for it. Can he find the player tucked onto the left? Absolutely he will! Oh, a little bit of an awkward spam. But, oh, Sin steals the ace. And I know I wouldn't be happy about that if I was Venom.
That was insane. What a sight hold from Venom.
Absolutely.
They couldn't even get in.
No, his teammates were just backed off. They were already waiting behind the smokes, and the guy was just standing there menacingly, and he said, I am not letting you in. You shall not pass. And he put 4 bullets into 4 heads. So, you see, that's the kind of stuff you have to watch out for if you're a Pfeifer's Pets fan here.
Yeah, especially when you get Venom and Sin warming up and they start feeling their shots. It's going to be really, really difficult to get their egos to calm down a bit because they're just going to be confident in every swing that they take.
Absolutely, and now Fatal already coming through the execute. This time not going to be denied. The site already theirs for the taking, and this is the round that matters. This is the full buy against full buy that is going to decide more of the pace in this half. Bomb already coming down into that safe spot. A bit of a spam in the smoke. Not going to find Clueless here. Who's going to confirm all of that information with the flash? Danny finding Venom. The ult immediately popped. See if he can come back to life to find a beautiful headshot. Danny already taken down Sif as well. And well, can Venom find more? No, Danny with 3, BBO with 1 more. It's all left up to Sin and Clueless. Already finding 1, cannot find the second. And a quick fight of refrags and trades that goes all the way for Pfeifer's Pets.
Pfeifer's Pets is doing really well in response to these brutal sight takes that Gurt Yo is throwing at them. I mean, they're just... Wait.
It's the other way around.
I mixed up my sides. My bad. But point still stands. Pfeifer's Pets doing a really good job in not crumbling under the pressure that Gurt Yo has put their way.
They are indeed proposing some side takes within the form of a reading flawed, and yet Pfeifer's Pets is standing that perfectly. Now they will leave Danny just inserted here with a fade reveal and a breach flash to make some pressure. Instead, the spike is already going down to that C-side, and Rio immediately picks off Clueless' heads, and that's man advantage. Capsule Tracy now. Only player on the site. Look at that. This is smart. Fading out. Trip break, but Rio with the satchel just says, I don't care, and blows off his head as well. Sin, now, a lot to do, a lot to handle. That's a double swing. Can be absolutely amazing. Fights 1. And Ryu, the smoke, denied the refrag. Now he has to back down. All the information already acquired. Venom and Sin doubling up. Can they make a miracle? There's the second headshot, and there's the third, and this player is so dangerous, but all left to do. 4 in the round, the 1v1 against Full Handler. Can he find it? Oh, Jiggle Peek, some shots. Spike taking down, and Sin cannot quite connect. Re-wrapping around. Yes, the Prowler will give him all the information. Ball Handler now has to check the stab, has to check the spike. Died ever so low. Ball Handler gets it done. And that first stab, Ball Handler absolutely calling Sin's bluff, saying, I am not peeking, I know you are faking. And just wins the mind game, wins the 50-50. And puts Sin on an untenable spot. What a round from him, though. The guy almost acing.
2 players on the side of Gurt Yo feeling their aim, but unfortunately they cannot complete it. I mean,
yeah,
What can you do,
Forties
really?
back that do not end up on an ace, and well, this one, in the case, did not even end up on a round win, and that's gonna force a couple of the players from Gurt to be on a low buy, and the economy is running ever so slow. Instead, on the other side, the back is just feeling great, and now, oh my goodness, Sif is just taking his chances, walking through smokes, and well, Danny, can he find the shot? No, he can. 3 for Sif already. Ball handler takes down Sin, takes down Venom as well, and well, all of the dangerous players are falling one by one, and Clueless needs to make a miracle happen, but already 2 to his name. Maybe this is doable. Casual, crazy, just catches an awful timing, and it's all left onto the 1v1. The race rocket popped immediately, and it's just gonna find Clueless. Ryu is so smart and understands where the Prowler is coming from, and just pops the rocket, sends him to his doom.
And that kind of puts Sith in a awkward buy. He can maybe go for a half and Vandal here, but nothing really else can be bought on his part. Oh, the op.
They're gonna drop him the operator from the side of Clueless, who's just gonna choose to play with the classic, understanding that, hey, maybe we need to make this competitive buy, and is just gonna go with the Stinger, no shield, in order to allow this operator to come through. And well, this could just be everything, but the breach flash is just gorgeous at denying the angle, already down to 38 HP, and you know he wants to reswing. You know he wants to make gun on his dash, but ooh, there's gonna be one pick. That smokes down in the form of Danny. And well, the execute is coming through, but Venom Sin once again stands strong. It's all left on the ball handler. Can find one, but 2 HP. I don't think there's much to be done. No bullets on the gun, and he's just playing ring around the rosy. They're going for the knife. Sif eventually puts him out of his misery.
And honestly, good on Sith. He was having a bit of a quiet game, but he has managed to warm up a bit. And Sith, he has insane potential. He is a great aimer for somebody in his rank.
Absolutely. We've seen him do some pretty crazy plays, and now the economy that was looking pretty rough once again stabilized for the side of Gurt. They still need to be a little bit careful, but it's really just Pfeifer's pets with 2 round losses that have been down to an eco. There's only the hero rifle on the hands of Ryu to try to make this round competitive, and well, you know what they say. When in doubt, rush B, and that's exactly the philosophy the Pfeifer's pets is taking here. The execute coming right through the breach flash, use the fatal. Will clear offside, and well, the fast retake, the fast flood is just not going to work out. 2 players already down, and Sin already waiting in the smoke. Sif will fall. Sin finds one, but what else can he find? He needs to make a miracle happen. And well, they're just not giving him anything at all. He has to swing. He needs the crossfire, and it's all left on to Casual Crazy, a 1v4. And I don't think if he's even going to attempt it.
What an absolute massacre from Pfeifer's pets on that fast retake. Or on that fast take.
Yeah, this is the problem that you have on maps like this that are very competitive, but when you are losing consistently all the ecos on the side of Gurt, those are the rounds you can absolutely not afford your opponent to get. Those economic rounds at a gun deficit, and well, that's exactly what Pfeifer's pets just did. All of the guns can be recovered. That's going to be 4 Vandals saved. The spike will blow up. Casual Crazy will hold on to that rifle, but still, it's 5-3 on favor of Pfeifer's pets.
And the economy for Gurt is not looking too well. 850 credits to Sin's name, or 20. There was 850 and 250 to their names respectively last round before the credits were dispersed, but now they're going to be back on another awkward buy. 2 rifles coming out for Gurt
Absolutely, and one of them is
deciding not
probably
so.
going to be handled to Sin. We know how dangerous that player can be, and well, another one is going to be bought for Venom. So it's a bit of an awkward buy, but they make it work in the end with those blades from Sif. But absolutely, if they lose this one, then it's going to be an eco to their name, no questions asked. Prowler already spawning up the Cypher Tree in B main, but no one there to break it, so it's really only gonna take just a little bit of information. The ultimate cycle is really slowing down here. We are looking mostly towards, that Clove Resurrection, the Breach ultimate. You already farming that orb, trying to work towards that race rocket as well. The race nade will break the Cypher trip, will prepare for the execute, and it's just right coming through. Casual Crazy, nothing to do here. The site will be affected for Pfeifer Spets. Spike will soon go down, but the flash is coming here to spot some information. No fast re-hit of the back of it though. Ball handler already spotting Sif on the door. Can something be found? Sin already walks in, but Danny is just ready to meet him. And BBL puts another one onto Venom. And just like that, it's a 5v3. And the two raid bosses are down. Casual Crazy does not expect one checking flank. BBL with one more onto Clueless, and it's all left onto Sif. You can only find one. It's just clinical from the Pfeifer Spets, and it's looking like a very good half for them.
Now that does bring up the question: do you think Pfeifer Spets looking really well on these site takes, but at the same time, everyone who's been playing this game for a while knows that Lotus is hilariously attack sided. I mean, it's not uncommon to be losing at least 3-4 rounds on defense.
Absolutely, that is completely true, but I feel like your Pfeifer Spets are just taking advantage, and and Freak only finds one. Danny with a quick refrag, and Venom soon to fall. He needed to find something with the Sheriff, and unfortunately he cannot. And the eco round is looking like it's just not going to be converted unless Sin and the two low elo players can work out a miracle. Well, if there's one thing Sin can do, it's miracles. And that is exactly what he does with 2 quick kills and Casual Crazy with 1 more. It's all left onto Ryu.
They are not aware of Ryu and Tree though. Sin coming back to check it, and he is going to get that final kill. You can tell I caught him a little bit off guard.
From him. This guy just does not want to lose, and that was a much needed round, a much needed breather for the side of Gurt, because if Pfeifer Pets won that one, then the snowball with the breach ult onto this round could have been absolutely massive. With this round 1, then at least you guarantee 4 on the side change, and well, at least that is something you can work with. Once again, Pfeifer Spets though are saying we are not deterred by just losing the round on A. They understand that, you know, Sin getting 3 is not something that you can rely on to win every round, and they're gonna try their chances again. But well, Sif just trying to make an aggressive play. Clueless already fallen. Venom takes 1, takes 2, takes 3, and Sif with 1 more. The lineup is going crazy, and this man is on an absolute rampage. 4 to his name once again. No ace to be found, but still the round goes to Gurt. That is why you don't fight onto the A main without the proper utility, and well, the lack of that breach stun on the correct placement just absolutely wrecked them.
And that is going to put us on to the last round of this half. A bit of a interesting buy coming out from Gurt Sky, opping to
Absolutely.
Opping instead of using a rifle.
Absolutely, it reminds me a bit of Boaster in the VCT. He is very renowned for playing the operator with agents that would not classically play that gun.
It is just going to be a full C hit though, because they have so much utility to work with this breach ult ready to be ripped on the site.
And I'm just looking at Sif's position, and well, you were talking about the breach ult, that's exactly denied. The race rocket now popped. It's gonna be whiffed up high. Rosa coming through, and Sin finding love to the smoke. Can he find Rio on site? Yes, he can. It's 2 quick kills for the Reina carry here, and the stab is connected through that smoke. Moment ult is popped up. Ball handler has fallen, and it's all left onto Takumi. 30 HP in a dream. And it is a 1v4. Can he find anything? Clueless already running up onto him. The smoke not ready to pop yet, but the reveal of his position will come through. I believe Clueless has heard that reload. He should know. The operator creeping up. Can he find the shot? Well, he is not aware. But a bit of a whiff from Takumi's side. Just give Clueless enough time for the quick scope, and the defuse will come through. It is 6-6. We're going tied to the half change.
And honestly, if I'm Pfeifer's Pets, I'm going to be going into the side a little nervous, especially with the firepower that Gurt is bringing, especially when they're going on to attack. I mean, they have so much entry power. They have Sith on Jet, who's just able to get in there, which I'm what I'm assuming is going to happen is Sith's going to go in there, and Sin's going to run in right after him and just clean up everything. But we'll see how they play it.
Well,
But
look at this. They are proposing a 4-man C hit with just the Clove lurking up A, and it looked like Gurtio was gonna go full A, but instead, they're just going to run into the C-mount fight. Oh no, this could be absolutely disastrous for the side of Gurtio here if they don't realize soon enough what is happening, but I believe as soon as the first utility comes through, this is just gonna be a quick realization.
And just like that.
The double blind is beautiful, but Sin manages to trade it out. It's 3 of the players here, and it's gonna be a quick battle of refrags. Danny finding 2 on the flank. Can he find anything else? Yes, he can. It's all left on to Sin, and the quick battle of trades just goes entirely their way.
what a good call by Pfeifer's Pets to take that unorthodox C fight on pistol. Normally on pistol, you see people going A just to see, just to feel out how the A main fight's gonna be. But that C fight was so unorthodox. I don't think Gurtio was expecting it. I mean, Pfeifer's Pets took over Mountain so fast and so quick, and they just overwhelmed him with that fast B flank that Gurtio never really had time to breathe or reset.
Absolutely, and now it's gonna be once again a repeat in the main stage. The breach stun goes through, and Ambrick is dead. The Race Nate denies any push, and that's just 5v4. Gun advantage and man advantage now for the side of Pfeifer's Pets. And well, if you just choose to walk this smoke, then he is gonna be here, ready to meet you with a bullet to the face. Just like that, Venom is down. Sin, oh, already tagged up. That's a wallbang headshot right into his face. He can find one. The refrag is quick on the action. Well, casual crazy. What else can he find? The plant at least will be coming down, so that's 300 credits that you never want to be losing. But can they really find anything else? Well, yes, Danny will go down to that Spectre, but nothing more to be found as Takumi quickly cleans up house. And really, it's not a terrible eco, but it's also not a bad buy from the side of Pfeifer's Pets. They only lose a Marshal and the player who had a Ghost, so that's really going to be equal for the bonus.
Now here is where it gets a little dicey for Pfeifer's Pets. They're gonna have to go against 3 Vandals and a Guardian. Well, only 1 Vandal on the side of Pfeifer's Pets.
Absolutely, but I mean, this is the round you absolutely cannot lose if you're Gurtio. You've already lost both pistols on this map, and while you did well coming back with that eco, it's not been the case on the second half, and if you lose this bonus, you are going to be in a very, very rough spot, and well, Danny is already taking up the aggressive angle, spots Sin. Sin cannot land the shot, and it's just going to be Danny here on the C side until the rotation comes through. However, Gurtio taking a bit of their time, taking it slow, and that's just going to allow every single player of Pfeifer's Pets to make their way over to this C site. The entry from Freak is going to come through, and well, just a nut grab, just a spotting, Freak and Sin take down 2 of the players really quickly. Bull Handler cannot find the refrag. Finds one, but Freak takes him down, and well, it's all left onto Ryu. Can the Sheriff find something? Yes, it can. It can find Sin's head. Already 2 weapons taken down from the side of Gurtio, and oh my goodness, Sif. You were taking a risk of that angle, and what a shot!
Oh my god.
Clueless is gonna push that smoke. Can he find the kill? Yes, he can. Oh my, oh me, oh my. I thought Ryu was gonna find the adjustment.
It got a little scary though.
Got a little scary, and that's 3 guns that you're taking down if you're a bonus. I would be very happy if I am Pfeifer's Pets now. The buy is gonna be there for Gurtio, but the economy is looking very awkward. Couple of light shields and a regen shield that are gonna be 2-tap to Rio's Guardian. And that's, if you ask me, the one gun you do not want to see on the enemy team if you're buying a light shield, because that thing will just 2-tap you in the body and you will not even have time to think what has happened until you are dead. A5 already popping through the satchels, taking Rio all the way across the rubble space. And I think Pfeifer's Pets do not know Gurtio is just thinking about refighting hard. Sin, thanks for the boombot. It's gonna flash out, and this could be an absolute massacre. The showstopper is available here. It's gonna be bombed! It's only gonna be a 1 though. If he had shown it on the main component, maybe could have more. Wall hammer though. Puts the numbers in their favor. Sin with 1, but still a 3v2. Bull Handler is absolutely gonna go for more, but Casual Crazy denies. Now a 2v2. Casual though desperately low. He needs to find the crosshair onto the head, and they're just gonna go B. They're gonna take it easy. The bomb's gonna go down. Never mind, it is in fact
And
not the B.
BBL is
They're
going to
just
hear
run
all
it
of this.
Straight to C.
And
And
BBL
run
hears
straight
this all.
across.
He's going to comment to Danny that they're going C, and are they going to expect Danny on this mountain flank?
Oh, that kill from Sin is everything, though. I was gonna say, I don't know if I like this, but once Sin finds a kill, then this becomes so much more doable. And Danny cannot land the shot, and the full buy is gonna go on the way of Gurt. I really like the effort here from Pfeifer's Pets. I think Gurt made a mistake in that C rotation because Danny could be so fast on the flank, and BBL already crept up B, and I didn't think they would expect that, but Sin, so ready on the taking, will just deny that chance for a clutch.
And I am going to say, and I'm not saying this to call out any players in specific, but I think how this game is going to play out, I think it's all going to depend on how the bottom players play. I mean, the top 3 players are going blow for blow. I mean, the kills are there for each side.
Sif already saying, I can do this all day, Venom. Well, Sif combining for more, but Danny and Bull Handler saying, I can do this too. And it's 2 for Bull Handler. Venom, though, will get the resurrection. They know about this flank. They've seen Danny take out one more, and he's just gonna swing on the timing. He's gonna find Clueless. No, a 1v1. So close! He has no idea of Venom's positioning. And Venom will find the kill, will find the round, but once again, these rounds are being so close, just hanging by a thread. And Gurt is getting the better of Pfeifer's Pets in every single one of them.
Honestly, it's been just such a blow for blow type of match. I mean, players on each side just trading kills back and forth. I mean, Sin obviously having the most, but man, Ball Handler is right up there with him, and he's trying his best to keep his team in the game, not to let this game run too far away from them. Danny is going to catch all that info. He is going to call out early that it is going to be a C push.
And I like this a lot. This Fatal can just stall out so much, and it's just going to be on Freak immediately dead. And Ball Handler with the spam connects onto Clueless as well. It's a 5v3, and the execute has not even started. And now Gurt needs to back off. No audio, no HP. And what can they do when the site is already stacked? It's going to be a 3v3 if they do decide to push this, and Defender's advantage could just prove a bit too much. Cyphercam will not spot Danny, who just immediately takes down Venom. Historia, Sin, nice refrag onto Ball Handler, and Danny decides to say, hey, I'ma keep numbers, I'ma just get out of here. Let's play this 4v2 retake for all it's worth. And well, door already being open. This is dangerous from BBL. I don't think he expects Sin here. And Sin, oh my goodness, cannot land the shot. BBL takes him down. It's all left onto Casual Crazy. A 1v3. Can he pull it off? Taps the door, runs away, and well, I am going to be fully honest. If I want one low elo player to be clutching a 1v3 on my team, I am choosing this guy. I've seen Casual Crazy pull off some insane moments that I feel nobody speaks about. And well, he's gonna trip Hobbit. That's gonna give him all the information he needs. Plant is gonna come down. Oh, a little bit of lag. He was not being able to plant. But eventually, Bomb will come down with enough time. The camera will be spotted. Omen ult coming straight onto that rubble positioning, and I feel like Casual Crazy knows. I feel like he knows. Well, definitely he does now, but he's not able to land the shot. 30 HP on Takumi. That is all he needs. And the defuse will come through, and it's gonna be tied at 9 apiece. What a round, man.
I mean, yeah, honestly, what can you do if, as Gurt when you're down 2 players and you didn't even really get a chance to do the site take on C? You just got delayed so much, and you lost 2 of your players in the process.
Absolutely, and well, Pfeifer's Pets very smart here on the uptake. And well, now we're gonna see sort of 3 players go onto the A site. Never mind, it's just gonna be a bit of a defensive, you know, passive setup instead of that fast A fight that we're accustomed to seeing. So already dashing onto the rubble position, pops out the blades, pops out the knives. Bolt Handler gets all the information he needs from the sound cues, and well, BBL and Ryu already here to meet them. Bull Handler breaks the Skydog. The Race Nade is absolutely gorgeous, and now Rio is really cramped onto the side. The Breach Skip could be gorgeous, but Venom gets one. Freak immediately refragged out by the Boom Bot. Can Ryu find one more? Yes, he can. The Race Net is going to be so much damage onto Gashel. Crazy 9 HP, and the smoke comes through. It's 3 kills for Ryu. Sin needs to make a miracle and pops 2 heads. But Takumi will pop him down, and now it's all left onto Clueless. Can he clutch the 1v3? One is already found, but Bull Handler quick with the refrag. And me oh my, these trades are just going back and forth, but Pfeifer's pets have managed to find every single one of them.
And like I said, this is just such a good matchup between... This is probably one of the best matchups we could have asked for Grand Finals. I mean, both teams, absolute powerhouses. Trade for trade, kill for kill. I mean, you can't really ask for anything more. I mean, Sin popping off, and then you have the hero plays coming out from Pfeifer's Pets. The low ranks coming in when they need it. Takumi actually shutting down Sin when they needed him to be shut down.
Absolutely, and I mean, well, you can see if you press stab, you can see the scoreboard, Ryu, BBL, and Danny. All of them so very close up, and it feels like these are not even low elo players compared to high elo players. These are just a well-oiled machine working together. Now Sin gonna be spotted. Information acquired from BBL. That jiggle peek, ever so accurate. And well, I mean, it just feels like all of these guys know exactly what they're doing and are confident in each other. Now, when it comes to all rotations, once again, it is so much better on the side of Pfeifer's Pets. The Breach ult online, the Raise Rocket just about to be there, and if you put me on the spot, I will say the Fade ult is not going to be more than 1 or 2 rounds away. So it's really going to be up to Gurt to really be able to deny the huge value this utilities can have. Now Danny is going to be alone on the C side, and he does not expect the execute that could be coming through. Ryu will not spot Clueless on the timing. Stun will delay the hit. Some of the spam coming through, both doors stabbed. And well, B-take will be effective. I don't think Bull Handler has any need to peek out here. And well, Venom is just gonna go for it, and it's just gonna pop his head. Clueless ends up dying though. Ryu, a good refrag, and now the Race Rocket is aligned, and the Breach ult is immediately popped, but Daddy gets hit by it. Can Ryu make this happen? Sin and Venom already taking down 2. Danny is all alone, and Sin will immediately shut him down. And well, as soon as I say they need to counter this powerful utilities, the Breach ult is popped and yet no result is achieved. That's exactly what you need to do if you are Gurt.
Sin had no armor that round, by the way. He went in with a Vandal and a Vandal only, and he said, damn it, we are going to win this round.
Absolutely. The man knows that if he gets a single headshot, he can put that Reyna heal, go back to 150. And well, if there's one thing he's confident in, it's his capability to just pop headshots. Now the A fight, once again coming through. I like this. I think you should be doing this pretty much every round if you are Pfeifer's Pets. Just at least use the Breach utility, take that main, and well, Danny catching Sif off guard. The late push onto Mound. And 5v4 immediately acquired the smoke. Gonna go in front B.
Scout destroyed.
Skydog will be spotted. The information, one player could be on A main. And it's sort of a little default as 2 players cross the smoke, and Venom. An absolute banger into the head of Takumi, puts the numbers even, and well, Sin, you can't be doing this, man. Oh, one headshot immediately acquired by BBL, but lost from Light. Quick on the refrag, and now it's all left onto Ryu and Danny. Can they find the 2v3? Can they find the retake? The Race Rocket is available to be had if they want to do just that, but Clueless on this flank could go massive. Danny finds Casual Crazy now, numbers equal, 2v2. It's all gonna be onto Venom here. The smoke is absolutely gorgeous on the top side, and well, Ryu, is he gonna be able to find this Race Rocket? It's just gonna be good. Danny finds the Clove, and well, Venom is just gonna find it all.
Wow.
Ryu,
if I am Pfeifer's Pets,
Venom was gonna run back into the smoke.
If I am Pfeifer's Pets, I am not happy about what just happened. That is almost... If I am Pfeifer's Pets, I am telling myself we have lost the unlosable.
Absolutely. It's just Ryu who thought Venom was gonna go back into the smoke to plop his Clove ult, and Venom calls the bluff and says, I'm gonna pop it on your face because you have your knife out. and immediately gets the kill, and well then, Danny cannot line the shot, and Venom just popping swings him, gets the double kill and gets the clutch. And that might have just been the backbreaker, that might have just been the round that decides the map, because now Pfeiffer's Pets put down into an economic round, and unless they can work a miracle off their own, this is going to be match point for Gurt Yo.
Yeah, and you can see how much that round meant to them. Look how fast Gurt Yo is taking this now. They are going so much faster than they were in the previous rounds.
Two players already spotted the flag. Clueless, though, that has no idea, and he's going to be the first to fall. And now it's a 5v4. Can Venom find the kill? No, BBL, the strafe is good. And it's a 5v3 on the eco. What is going on? This map is absolutely crazy. I don't understand half of what's happening. Danny could be absolutely massive. Oh, BO5 finds one. Can he switch to the classic? Find the kill. No, Casual Crazy immediately shuts him down, but the reload did not come through. Sin on the main. Finds one, finds two. Can he find any more? No, the blind is good. Tap on the spike. No info to be had. Sin finding three. Can he find one more? Yes, he can. And Casual Crazy will close it out. Oh my goodness, Sin. When they needed him the most.
And Sin has just shown up, and he played B main to perfection. I mean, dodging, weaving, they just couldn't catch him. And Casual Crazy getting his one when and forcing out that claw vault when they needed it to be forced out. Good plays on Sin and Casual.
Absolutely, and well, that's what's so scary about this Reyna when they has their ult. It's just you're never gonna know where she can be. The chain of dismisses. It's practically an infinite get out of jail, and Danny feels like he needs to make an aggressive play and ends up falling to Sif. And now, this just means it's a 5v4 on the key round of the game, and the Cypher ult will immediately be popped up. All the information acquired. The side
Sky ult invested as well.
And well, this is just not going to be anything close to an easy job, and Venom just walks through the smoke, pops the heal. Can he find one more?
Wow.
Yes, he can. Finds a third, and it's all left on to Ryu. An ace needed. The flash, it's through, and I feel like this map is just done. 13-10, a good fight from Pfeiffer's Pets, but eventually, Gurt Yo, they come out on top.
And what a crazy game. A crazy first game from Sin. Remind you, this is a best of 5, and Sin just dropped 31. Venom dropped 29. Between the two of them, they had, what, 60 kills combined?
Absolutely. 60 kills between two players in the first map of the series. If that's not a statement, I don't know what is.
And Freak and Venom both. 7 first bloods for Freak, 5 for Venom. 12 between the two of them.
Absolutely, and I can...
That's more first bloods than the entire Pfeiffer's Pets had.
Absolutely, I mean, what can you do? It's just all of the first bloods combined on two players off the team. You know they must be feeling good about it.
Well, that was a great first match. Obviously, us casters, we were just telling you how the game was playing out. But let's get a little bit of a more technical view on this. We're gonna send this over to our analyst, who is Noah, and we're gonna see what he has to say about this.
Noah's actually not here for the first analyst one, but it's okay because you have myself, Gnome, and Zeta as well joining us on the analyst desk. Caster and analyst, Zeta, thank you very much.
Absolutely, it's always
multitasking and everything. First of all, I mean, you were there the whole game, but like, is there anything that stood out to you from that game specifically that you thought is the reason why Gurt Yo was able to edge it out on Pfeiffer's Pets in this first game?
I feel like it all comes down to the amount of rounds that they were able to, you know, take control of a main, which against a Breach Fade race composition, it's just not something that you see very often, right? Because they had no utility to fight that. And instead, with just a simple dash from Sif onto Rubble, it felt like they could take a main as easily as they wanted. And, you know, Lotus, being a 3-map site, if you are the defenders, you want to make it as close to a 2-map site as possible. Deny as much A power as possible. And I feel Gurt Yo just did an amazing job of taking all that space that was needed.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think you mentioned the compositions briefly, but for me they really stood out as soon as they locked in. I think you can see probably a more even though they don't have a sentinel, I would say that Pfeifer Space probably has a more traditional composition, reminiscent of what EDG used to run, something similar. Meanwhile, on the
Absolutely.
other side, you definitely have the ranked aimers, the ranked fraggers, with Sin, Venom, and Sith all locking the very heavy shooting agents. And ultimately, I mean, I think it proved to be the correct choice, right? I mean, Sin and Venom going absolutely bonkers on those two agents of Clove and Reyna. Tells you everything you need to know, right? Like, they don't need the structured composition, they just need the agents so they can shoot and reset and go crazy, right? Um, but nonetheless, I think maybe this is a bit of a surprising result. I want to know your take on this one, but you may have touched on this, but Pfeiffer's Pets comes in with the double ban, the double map veto, and then they get to pick the first map from the top side of the bracket. So you would have thought that Lotus perhaps would have been their stronger map, but is there? Do you think it's the map pool, or do you think it doesn't really matter in this series?
I think the map pool is not going to be that important. I feel like it's going to come down to the same we saw on the first map. It's just going to be a battle between utility and pure aiming. If you talk to me about aimers, I have to give the advantage to Gurtio. Sin and Venom are just absolute mad lads in that department. They can just go crazy and drop 30 apiece as they did. Instead, as they locked in the compositions, I didn't really want to say it, but that, in my opinion, was one hell of a comp diff from the side of Pfeiffer Spets, and that utility clearly showed as they won them some very important rounds. So I feel like that's going to be more or less the story of, if they can use the utility in smart ways and take off easy picks from the crackhead aimers, maybe they have a chance in this best of 5. Instead, if Gurtio can prove their dominance in the mechanics, well, then the maps are going to go their way.
And I completely agree. Well, we're gonna leave it here for the analyst desk for this first game. We're gonna send you to a quick break, probably and hopefully some ads, so that you don't get them in the middle of next game. And then we'll be back with map 2. So we see you guys in a little bit. Bye bye.
And welcome back, gamers. This is the second map of the FLV Lock-In Season 21 Grand Finals. We are going to bind. Reminder, Pfeiffer's Pets lost their first map pick of Lotus after coming in with a double ban map advantage. They lost 13-10 in the end after a crucial 2v1 clutch from Venom. Now we're going to bind, which is going to be Gurtio's map pick. And once again, we are staring at the agent picks. What do you think, Nathan? Mason?
First thing that's standing out for me, honestly, is the Sentinel pick for Pfeiffer's Pets. I haven't seen much Vi's played on Bind, Cypher usually being the default. So I'm interested to see how that goes.
Absolutely. And I feel like, me personally, I just don't like to play a Sentinel on this map. I just like to play Brimstone Viper, and I feel like that covers the role of the Sentinel very well. But then again, Viper is a much less comfortable agent for many people, and we'll see how the double duelist instead on the Yoru race runs. I feel like Yoru on this map is such an underrated pick. I feel like many people don't really like to play him on this map, and I feel it's absolutely devastating. And Sin on the other side of the board thinking absolutely the same. Instead, it's going to be Sif this time on the Reyna, and Venom on those smokes, Casual Crazy on the Fade, and Clueless on the Cypher. So, bit of similar
Now,
compositions here.
Yeah. So other than the unorthodox Sentinels pick on Pfeiffer's Pets' side, these are not team comps that are not. These are not team comps that are not unseen in play. I mean, these are team comps that are actually seen. I don't want to say often, but they're not rare to see.
Yeah, they're not very surprising, is what we can say, absolutely. And well, I feel like it's all gonna come down onto, you know, the difference between the, you know, the entry power of the Raze versus the more silent, pure aim type of carry from the Reyna, and this choice between a Cypher and a Vice, which I will be honest, I will go against you in this one. I really like the Vice on this map. I feel like you can take pretty much the same amount of like B control and lock down B as well as a Cypher can, and then the Vice ult is gonna be so powerful both on the attack and the defense. Cypher is more like an agent. You really have to be smart with how you play.
I agree.
The round already starting, Sin already taking up an aggressive position here on the showers. Can he find one? Two players waiting for him. BBL probably going to be the first one to take contact, but no, Sin instead really backs down. Pfeiffer's Pet's playing this ever so slow, and I feel like that's just what you need on this map of Vine. Danny, TPing immediately. Sin,
Whoa.
first pick, first collat. 2 shots. Well, no, 1 shot, 2 heads. That's what I meant. And well, the shorty is the smoke from Venom. Oh, that's just diabolic. Does he expect one more? Yes, he hears the shots. Can the shorty find one more? There he can. And Sin with the third. And it's a quick flawless to start off things.
And honestly, you can see how Pfeiffer's Pets is responding to Gurt Yo just based off of that first game. They played that first round slower than they played their first round on Lotus. So they definitely are giving Gurt Yo the respect that has come through. A disconnect on the side of Gurt Yo.
Yeah, and absolutely. I'm probably wondering we will need a P10 here. Never mind. The player immediately reconnects. So, I don't think we will be needing a tech pause on this game just quite now, but, well, he's standing looking at Spawn with the classic, so that does not bode extremely well. Meanwhile, the round is just gonna be a fast A take. Everyone just lining down A short of the bucket here to beat them on shell lamps. 1, 2, and 3. Not 4. Not 4. That's a W in my book. And the judge. Oh my goodness. I faced true fear. I just feared for the life of the team that he's able to find a kill. Casual Crazy with a quick refrag, and it's all left up to BBL, who just can't quite find it. I thought that judge from then was just gonna find the 2 more, honestly.
Yeah, I thought so too, but Venom, unfortunately, not really expecting them to be up U-Haul that fast, even though Sin took out 3 and saw the other 2 jump in right after him, but maybe that was just a bit of a miscommunication on Gurt Yo's side. But Pfeiffer's Pets, they did some good damage. They took away, 2 guns on that side?
2 guns, not terrible at all.
And that's pretty good for a short rush. They just wanted to get that round over with.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, Clueless here dealing with some internet problems. His ping is just non-existent, but no tech pause yet to be had. Yeah, the DC does come through, so unfortunately this round will be played at a 5v4, but Gurt Yo said they did not need a tech pause, so that's exactly what's happened. And already, BBL and Ryu creeping up that A short. And Venom posted up on showers. Oh, that's an awkward timing for the fade reveal. Smoke will be popped. Can't we see it jumps inside the will come through, but the shorty, the shotgun is absolutely demonic. And both Judge and the Bucky putting him some work. BBL now left. Do it all. Can't he find the 3rd shot? No, he cannot. Casual Crazy. Quick on the uptake will get the last refrag, and everybody from Pfeiffer's Pets just falls down.
imagine the shock from Pfeiffer's pets when they run into showers and are greeted with a judge and a Bucky.
Yeah, close to the
I mean,
face.
yeah, especially when it comes to showers. Normally you're not really wary of the shotguns in showers. Normally you want to stay away from U-Haul, but it seems like Gurt Yo has found something that works.
Absolutely, and well, finally we do have our technical pause coming through as Clueless probably rebooted their PC since the internet was giving them issues. And I feel like this is the worst possible scenario if we are talking at a macro level for Pfeiffer's pets. Because I felt that, you know, the answer to Gurt Yo's aggressive playstyle had to be playing slow, and in this map especially, that's something that works really well. But after the massacre of these 3 rounds where they tried to play it a bit slower, not the eco of course, but like on the rounds 1 and 3 they tried to play it a bit slower and they got absolutely destroyed, and I fear that they will shy away from what's technically the correct decision because, you know, it seems not to be working. And that can spell disaster if they try to go blow for blow with these absolute powerhouses that are being Sin and Venom right now, and it does not end up working. It could be a devastating blow, both mentally and, you know, in the sense of round snowballs.
Yeah, it does seem like Gurt Yo got into Pfeiffer's Pets' head. Pfeiffer's Pets really not knowing how to approach any angle when it comes to taking contact from Gurt Yo. I mean, they're just getting destroyed in every way. And that's not a dig at them in any way, shape, or form. It's just true. I mean, they can't really find. They have the ball, but they cannot get it rolling. Especially when everywhere they go, they're being met with Sin and Venom. They're everywhere where they're going.
Absolutely, and I think it all comes down to that Fade utility. When you are considering a map like Bind that has so many spots, so many places you have to check, you really want that Fade util to be bringing out the maximum potential. And those Prowlers, that Seize, that nade combo with the Raze, especially when the reveal, for example in Showers, revealed Venom, I feel like just, you know, dropping that Seize nade combo, get him off when you know he's playing a shotgun, would have been maybe averted the disaster. But instead, they just choose to run into him, and well, at that close range, the Judge absolutely massacring them in combination with Sin's Bucky.
Having a bit of a staring contest to Cypher here.
Absolutely, we are definitely seeing the man behind the mask, if you can say that. Considering we only see some blue eyes. You know, people say I want to have blue eyes, but I don't know if this is what they mean by that. Cypher's eyes are a bit too blue in this occasion.
Unnaturally blue.
Yeah. I feel like they are a bit creepy in this case. But hey, you know what's even creepier? It's bald Cypher. Oh! There we go. A bit more of a staring contest deeper into Cypher's eyes. I feel like I was saying bald Cypher is an absolute menace. Whenever I see him after he pops the ult, I am just so scared of that guy. The sleek black head just terrifies me, bro. I can never kill him after he pops the ultimate.
Let's talk about Cypher's facial structure. It doesn't look like his face is human.
Absolutely. I mean, it looks more.
His cheekbones are so high.
No, absolutely. I was gonna say it looks like more of a horse's face. It's just too long. It's just too long.
Look at how long his nose is.
No, that's okay.
That's a long nose bridge.
Okay, new FLV theory: is Cypher a reptilian? Is Cypher not human? I want to know. I want to know the FLV takes on this. Because I feel like now that you pointed out, this guy is just an alien. That's how he knows everything, by the way. That's how he infiltrated like every sort of network in the world. It's just because he has the better technology because he's an alien. It all makes sense now. And well,
long nose, small forehead.
Absolutely, and those cheekbones that are like contracted in.
Now look at how long his nose bridge is. You know his mouth is like where a normal person's chin would be.
Absolutely. Oh me, oh my. Okay, maybe instead of just staring at Pfeifer's anatomy for so long, maybe we can get a little tour of the map. It's kind of getting awkward at this point. Beautiful map that is Bind. I actually don't know what it's based on, like what this real world inspiration is, but it's an absolute beautiful map.
That's New Mexico, bro.
Oh, that's
Look
cool.
at all that sand.
Absolutely, that does make sense. So we will be returning in 30 seconds, whether Clueless has managed to connect or not, because we have not, in fact, been able to get any sort of information from them. So we're getting our confirmation from both teams. There we go. Both teams are ready and waiting, and the eco round that is going to be on the side of Pfeifer's Pets. We are live, and the countdown ticking down till the start of the round. Let's see how this plays out. Once again, 5v4, but that doesn't say match, considering the last 2 rounds were sort of a 5v4 too, and just, you know, they won them both, and well, Sif already popping one more, and I feel, yeah, Danny, about to fall too.
I have the spike.
That's not how you want to start a round, that's for sure. And look at the positions already, and Freak taking so much space, and he knows there's one close. Oh, this could be devastating. The radar blind coming through. The shot is landed. Takumi
Spike down, attacker
will
spawn.
put an end to the slaughter, but not before 3 fall. The round rifle can be recovered. The Europlode will bait for Casual Crazy to peek out. The Prowler confirms the information, and well, the Odin from Venom. I feel like that's just bullying at this point. Takumi left all alone with the Sheriff to his name. Has to pull off a 1v4. And the Odin
And in
is
all honesty,
chasing.
what do you do here? You know you're just being toyed with.
Much. Oh, spots one player.
Nice.
He lands the shot. A beautiful Sheriff shot, and now there's 2 rifles that can be recovered. But Venom, that Odin is so dangerous. A little bit of run and
30
gun
seconds left.
here and there. I'm running slow. Oh my god, wait, he's actually about to do it. He knows where the last player is, and he knows that Clueless is AFK. This could be absolutely everything here if he can find it. Can he find the shots? No, he can't. Takumi. He lands the 3 beautiful head taps against 3 of the GOAT players. And then he could just not shoot the Phantom straight into Venom's head. Venom clearing up a round that could have very easily been a masterpiece, an ace from Takumi. But in the end, it's their 4-0. And even in the 5v4, Gurtio proved strong.
It did get a little scary though for Gurtio.
It got really scary, I feel like. If I'm Gurtio, as soon as Takumi finds Sin, I'm silent.
Take your gun out, Sith. What are you doing?
No, oh me, oh my, that was an awkward fight. Casual Crazy now sees invested, but Danny already so far off, no smoke yet. And now Sin pops
Spike
one,
down,
TP's
B.
out. Numbers sort of equalized, but it's still a 4v2. Clueless has not been able to come back yet, and the spike will go down. The ultimate from Sin will acquire all of the information that they need. The blind is absolutely gorgeous, and Venom will find 2 off of it, but Danny quick on the refrag now. 1v2 Sin. Can he find the shot into Takumi? Yes, he can.
Just as a reminder, it is a 1v1.
So 1v1, and well, the flash is gorgeous from Danny. And yep, that's just gonna be it. I feel like, oh, he doesn't know. Well, now after that comment in all chat that's coming through, I feel like now the gig's up. If Danny for a second was not entirely sure of whether this was a thing or not, but I feel like now the gig's up, and yeah, Spike's gonna go off. TP's out. And 4-1, 1 round on the board for Pfeifer's Pet.
And honestly, that was the type of tech I want to see from Pfeifer's Pets. They honestly found their confidence and they rolled with it. I mean, a good round from Danny and well, dang it, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot who else held down that site, or who else took that site. But good job on Danny for winning the 1v1 against Sin.
Absolutely. I mean, technically 1v2, because he did kill both Venom and Sin, even though his teammate was alive. And Amfrico the C's is just gorgeous. Takumi outplayed him. And Ball Handler just puts a bullet into Casual Crazy, tells him, you do not need to overstep here. Ooh. And a beautiful shot off of him. Needs to TP out the Euro ultimate. Getting all the information they need with Venom. Found one more, and found one more, and sent one more. And it's all left up to Danny, but he just cannot close it out. And this is why these two players are so scary. Because they just clean up house. It's a 2v5, and they are still winning it.
It is a... and they are 22-8 together.
Yeah, can we get PC checks for both of these guys? Like, please. I know they're not cheating, but it certainly feels like it. That shot from Venom, like straight a one-tap right over the edge of Hookah, was diabolic. And well, now Pfeifer Spets are saying B didn't work, let's go A. And look who's ready to greet them. It's Venom once again. The guy always wants a piece of the action. He has that Brimstone ultimate that can be so good at just buying enough time for Sin to rotate over with the TP. And Danny, he's playing on an island here, he's just walking through the spawn. TP will come through from Sin. It is definitely heard by the players of Pfeifer Spets, so they know at least the Yoru is here. And to be entirely honest, if the Yoru is here, I don't want to go onto this site if I am a player of Pfeifer Spets. Their ultimate though, sort of being online. They have 4 ults to commit to this round if they want to do just that. And well, Sin just TP'd out, but it's gonna be Sif finding the kill, finally activating a little bit on this Reyna. The Euroblind will come through and it's absolutely gorgeous, but he's able to back down off the angle. A headshot not found. And now it's a 4v4. Numbers equalized. Can they find the kill onto Amfreak? No, they can't. One more for Sif. Can he find the third? No, he cannot. Bolt Handler will shut him down, but still. This is so much advantage, and I don't know about this rotation. Sin is just ready to meet them here, and well, there's one. Cannot find more than that, but still, that's a lot of pressure on. And now Venom, ooh, cannot find the kill into BBL. Good purchase here. Sin is just, he's just so good. And the blind is absolutely gorgeous, but he blinds himself. And Danny just wins the round. Clueless. He's still not here, and the spike plant will come through. And you know BBL is not going into spawn to check. You know he's not risking a reconnection just on time. I am 100% sure this guy is just gonna sit in a corner for the 45 seconds that the spike lasts.
I
I would do that too. I can't blame him. Imagine you're going to the spawn, you see his AFK, you're going for the knife, and he immediately reconnects and puts a classic right click on your face. How awkward would that be?
That would be tremendously awkward.
Yeah. I feel like that is just not something you want to be risking. And well, the spike will blow up. Clueless still with the technical issues. His ping still not reconnecting, and well, even though it's a 5v4, we're still 5-2 on the board, which is absolutely bonkers to me. But hey, round by round, Pfeifer Spets are making their best for a comeback.
And you know what I'm surprised about the most from Pfeifer's Pets? They know that they're down their Cypher. They know that they're down a Sentinel. They have not rushed anything. They are not,
they've not
slamming any sites.
Into a single site. Absolutely. Oh, this combo. Don't you dare to your ult and Brim ult. This is going to be dirty, and well, yeah, this is just dirty. This is just dirty. This is just absolutely dirty. Oh man, Sin. Why are you doing this? 1 kill found, the shorty too powerful. Double ultimate combo, but Ryu already so far up. Sin had no idea, and Danny pulls Casual Crazy's head, so a good comeback from them. Now it's all left onto Venom. Can he find the 1v4?
Planted.
If you ask me any other player, I'd say no. But this guy, almost about to find 2, cannot quite land the shot on the second one. It's all players on the back side though, and Venom
If you're Pfeifer's Pets, you just turtle.
He can invest them here if he wants. The Vice Thorns though. No, don't you want Venom? Venom just walks through the Razor Vine, and now Danny is gonna go for that knife. A little bit of, you know, friendly shoving. So there you go. intercept immediately found. Do not want to prolong the round any faster. It's 5-3 on the scoreboard. And still 4 ultimates on the side of Pfeifer's pets. I feel like they're just saving them from a rainy day.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if they're thinking, like, do they want to invest ults in a 5v4? Especially when they've been winning rounds recently?
I feel like absolutely yes. I mean, ultimates are our abilities in the end, and well, you want to use them to secure the rounds. And you know, if I can race Rocket and make sure Sin is not playing the round anymore, or if I can make sure Venom is not playing the round anymore, you bet your ass I'm doing it. There you go. And well, this is exactly what I mean. Yeah, there you go. 2 ults popped.
Yep.
The 2 hair carries dead. Now it's all left onto the Bucky of Civ, who's just nope, not gonna find the kill. Casual Crazy will fall too, and you see 2 ults invested. I feel like the Vice ult was a bit unnecessary, but just with the race Rocket, the kills are found, the round is won. That's what the ultimates are for. There you go, a bit of a friendly satanic ritual. They will give the kill to Danny, who is closest to his ultimate, and well, 1 orb away from that dimensional drift. Could be a difference maker in the round. Casual Crazy 2 holding on to this Fate ult that could prove crucial to a retake. He has just not had a good opportunity to use it. Usually he's just like either falling first or all his teammates are just falling around him. And 5-3, slowly but surely, 5-4, sorry. Slowly but surely the scoreboard is equalizing.
Yeah, it seems like Pfeifer's pets have discovered that playing fast without this Sentinel is the way to go.
Oh, a ball handler, that's a massive kill to get. And
Hey.
BBL just puts 1 more onto Freak. They're just winning all of the aim duels when it matters the most. And well, they're also making sure they can refrag each other, and Venom has already fallen. Toe left him to Casual Crazy once again, and man, I do not want to be on his spot. Well, that race... Oh, that race bot didn't die to the molly? That's a crazy interaction. I did not know that would work like that. The flash out of the smoke, and Casual Crazy is dead. Flawless for the Pfeifer Spets, as they will find the kill onto the Cypher. There you go. Working now towards that race. Rocket, Dimensional Drift also available, and 2 more ults on the Fate and the Brim. And I feel like they can just, you know, use them up in the last 2 rounds of regulation for this half. Just make sure you win those.
Honestly, and if I'm Gurt Yo at this point, I'm starting to worry about my Sentinel. I mean, if you're Gurt Yo, you can't deny that you're losing rounds at this point that you shouldn't be losing.
Absolutely, and I feel like Sin spotting the arm of the Fade right there, but just not good enough to get those skills, and well, they know. They just know. Dimensional Drift gets all the information they could ever need, and well, the Prowler, it's not going to be good enough, and Danny sees the player close to him, literally goes jumping. Venom, oh, 2 beautiful shots from him, and that's a rifle that can be recovered. Don't give this man the 1v5. Don't give this man the chance to do it all. Oh, BBL will put an end to him. And there it is. Clueless is just out of competition. I feel like the router just blew up. I feel like the Wi-Fi is just not there anymore.
Yeah, this is very unfortunate for Gurt Yo. I mean, really, what is what are you able to do? I mean, you're just getting run down on both sides because you lack a Sentinel, and even if, and like, you just have a lack of players at this point now too. I mean,
no, absolutely, and whenever Pfeifer Spets plays together, it's either you get a multi-kill or you just get traded out, and like we saw, if you just get traded, like BBL did with Venom, the last player is just never going to be there. 5v4 permanently, and well, Sin already fallen through the TP, and that's the entry peak found, and now it's a 5v3, and it gets so much more complicated. Brimstone ultimate will come onto the side of Casual Crazy, and well, 50 HP on him. The flag from Venom, though. This could be absolutely massive. But nice to plant with the Brimstone ultimate, and will find 1. Danny though found Sif, so once again it's all left onto him and Casual. And this time Venom is just not gonna be able to do it, neither is Casual, and Clueless is just not into this competition anymore. He will fall, and the half will close out at a 7-5 advantage to Pfeifer Spets as we go on to their defense.
Switching sides.
And honestly, I would be breathing a sigh of relief if I'm Gurt Yo. I would be thinking that attacking is going to be a lot easier than defending with no Sentinel.
Absolutely, well, just gonna be a little bit careful about those flanks, but as long as you death ball, as long as you go all together, you're just not gonna have that much of a problem, especially if Sin and Venom can refrag and trade each other and get those multi-kills that they're so well known for. And it seems like it's just gonna be a B hit. They're just gonna run it down, Sin is gonna go through that long, and then the rest of the 3 players are going through hookah. Meanwhile, Pfeifer Spets are just gonna take fast control of A short and probably run it into a fast flank. Information.
If you're Gurt Yo, you do have to keep in mind that this pistol is much more important than what most people would think. I mean, they lose this pistol, they're gonna get snowballed on their eco. Yeah, on their eco.
And well, first pieces of utility already coming through on site, but you need to drop, you need to make the commitment. And BBL already finding 1, BBL finding 2, Ball Handler finding the 3rd, the Molly is good to kill Casual Crazy too. And as we said, they need the pistol, well, the pistol just doesn't go their way. It's 4 quick kills, and only 1 of them was traded out. And well, now Clueless is
look at how low BBL is.
BBL is gonna take the kill. He's gonna take the orb. 3 out of 8 already, working toward the Vice ult. And well, you know what? If he gets that for the bonus round, he can just deny every single rifle that Gurt Yo buys, and that could be absolutely huge on a retake. And now what is the decision? What do you choose? Do you choose to force? Do you choose to save? Because you need to start putting rounds on the board, or else Pfeifer Spets with the man advantage is just gonna run into this game. And I don't know what you do at this point.
One player deciding to put up his stinger.
Absolutely, and it's sort of desperation time. The Outlaw not quite connecting, but that's a tool you don't want to be phasing when you don't have the heavy shield. That's gonna be an operator. It's a one-shot kill. Well, unless some heroics from Venom and Sin can come through and some headshots can be acquired with these sheriffs, I just don't think this is doable. And well, the Reyna blind will take Danny off the angle. Euro cloned. Goes right through, and well, trying to kill Sin, finding Sif. That's close enough, as Venom will also fall. And now, information is acquired. Sin will fall. BBL takes down Casual Crazy. And it's once again a flawless for the Pfeifer Spets.
Yeah,
I really need Clueless to reconnect and like pop 4 heads with a classic or something. I really need that to happen one of these rounds. Just pop 2 heads, get the weapon, and then make it like the most expensive save round ever. But instead, it's just not gonna happen. BBL gets the orb, gets the kill, and he is 5 out of 8. He's probably not gonna have this Vice ultimate for the bonus, but he will have it for the first buy round against buy round, if all goes well.
Oh, he's back, his ping, I think.
Yeah, his ping is back, but his ping is stable. It was already back last round, but it's just not moving. It's just not connecting to the server. And, well, what good is your Wi-Fi being up if the server does not respond to it? It's the same story on repeat as Clueless. Does not even have a gun between his hands. He's just holding the air saying, "Mama, please." And well, Danny, a first quick kill onto Sif.
Sif just not able to find anything this game. He's having a slow game.
Down. And well, Vice will baited by the Euro clone. Racer Van will be popped up. And while the Fade Weaken will go through, it's just nothing to be done. This Vice utility is just way too strong. It's stalling out the Flood. And the Outlaw, it's posted on the angle. You know the second that Brim Smoke goes away, this guy is gonna find a pick. And there it is. Can he find one more? Absolutely he can. No heavy shields to be found, and well, Sin is just not the exception. Few tags coming through the box, but the Outlaw here is just gonna be a menace, and finds one. Can he find the second? No, he cannot. It's gonna be the ace for Danny, probably. I mean, he does have his ultimate already, so they could give it to someone else, but I believe they're just gonna let him ace.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
They're
it'll
just
be the
gonna give
first
it to
ace
him.
of the series.
Absolutely, first ace of the Grand Finals. It's not gonna be exactly the greatest you could ever hope for. One of them is AFK, but they're just gonna give it to Danny, who's just staring at him. Absolutely Mickey Mouse ace. I mean, you said it, not me. You know, he gets the ace in the end. 5 kills for Danny, completely shutting down Gurt on this round, and it's 10-5 on the scoreboard already. Dimensional Drift available for the Euro if he chooses to utilize it to get all of the information. But once again, it's just a full eco. And the Outlaw, it's still in Danny's hands. It's still a 2-shot operator. So you need to start doing something about it, and you need to start doing it fast. Because if not, this map is just going to be over in the blink of an eye. Boombot will clear the short, and they will learn that there's no one on the close-up angle. This is just, I believe, desperation time for Gurt. They are trying to get one pick and work off of that. It's a default that is just gonna work. Danny cannot quite find the kill, but Ryu has found Casual Crazy. The rifle not quite yet recovered for Sif. Can he find the kill with the Stinger? Oh, Ryu knows. Ryu is just so aware, and he just decides to back down. Not give them the kills. He wants his man advantage. And that's exactly what he'll do. The spike now, able to be recovered, as Venom will take it back up. With Shower's control, all but guaranteed. And the A execute is only gonna come from this short side. Bomb will probably go down. The first step is on Venom. He still holds Showers, and well, Takumi. This is just so smart from him. Can he deny the plant? No, he cannot, but he... Oh! He's seen the feet. He just did not choose to shoot. And well, the Fate Haunt is just not gonna matter. Takumi and Venom both fall, and it's all left onto the Sheriff of Sid. Cannot find the shots. Ryu takes him down, and it's all back to the same story. The defuse will come through for that Brimstone ultimate, I believe. And the kill will be handed to BBL. Yep. The spike? Okay, we are taking it. I was about to say, this is surely not gonna be a Melons moment. Sideshow quickly coming to mind. But no, the defuse comes through, and 11-5. Pfeifer Spets just dominating this map with the man advantage. Feels like Clueless is just out of competition forever. We should not be ever hopeful for a recon.
Yeah, and you can honestly feel like from the gameplay on Gurt Yo's side how it's starting to affect them. I mean, easy shots are starting to be missed. Dumb plays are starting to be made, and all that.
And it's just once again, there's nothing you can do, Venom. I know he's tilted. I would be tilted too, and Sin, well, manages to find a kill. Good refrag from the kill on Venom, but when you have to do it all on the round, is it really that much? Sif finding Takumi, starting to be activated by Danny with a quick refrag, and he finds one more, and the Dimensional Drift is alive. Ball Handler has fallen to Sin. Can this mine find a 1v5? Yes, he can. For now, it's all left off to Danny, and Danny is gonna get another ace. Well, 2 aces in the same series for this man over here. Just burning through the TPs. And another one of those ba-bum ba-bum that will come through as soon as he decides to left click on his mouse. There it is, the second ace, and well, I mean, I don't know if that's a Mickey Mouse ace, but he certainly killed them all and denied Sin the 1v5, so I feel like there is some value to it. Match point 12-5, and you know, I feel like mentally this just takes away so much from the feeling of, you know, you're up on map 1 of the Grand Finals, you've stolen your opponent's map pick, come onto the second map and immediately lose a player and go down probably 13-5.
Yeah.
Due to the man advantage, and well, That's just gonna be a cold jar of water straight into the face for the Gurt players. And ooh, Amfreak couldn't find a shot. Dimensional Drift now coming in, and it's just gonna be the rifles without the shields. They need this round, and they need it fast. And well, Venom finding one. Sin. Player spotted. Spike will come through, and Gumi is gonna fall to Venom. And if you want to do it anyway, it's gotta be this one. But the counts are denied, and Ryu finds two, and Ball Handler finds one more, and it's all left on to Venom. His gun will come back. It wouldn't be the first 1v5 we've seen him pull off, but well, position noted. The Spike is down on the ground, and he just cannot land the shots. And that's just gonna be GG, well played. 13-5, Pfeifer's Pets capitalize on the unfortunate technical issues on the side of Clueless, and they will close out the map, taking advantage of this 1v4. We're tied 1-1 in the series.
I'm still here, amigo.
4K from Ryu to end it all.
I think we are going to be getting a sub for Clueless.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, at this point, what else can you do? 24 kills from Danny. 10 of those are from 2 aces. Then again, when you've got an AFK, that's always a bit crazier for the stats.
Yeah, honestly, I wanted to say that was a great game. I mean, this players are aiming. I honestly don't have much to say. We all know how that game played out, but we're gonna send this to the desk either way, see what they have to say.
And welcome back, everyone. I'm back once more. Hopefully this time we have Trombone Man Noah. Hoping.
Yeah, is this thing on, man? I kind of fell asleep. Everything okay?
If you guys want to handle the analyst desk for this one while I go make sure that the sub is all correct and everything.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, go ahead.
Zeta, are you familiar with the NBA at all?
Just a tiny bit.
So, 2022. Alright, we're looking back to Game 7 of the Finals. Clueless pulled us a Jason Tatum, and he ghosted that entire game. And unfortunately, you know, it's hard to watch, you know, as a fan of the game, as a lover of the game. I mean, it's looking like my ranked Cypher players out there. But nonetheless, I don't think that game actually came down to the Cypher being down. They were up 5-0 at one point, and I think, to be honest, they felt the pressure of the man down, and they kind of leaned into their, oh, let's just swing dumb playstyle. You saw, like, Sith taking an early fight, losing it almost every round. If I could look at the first death stats, I'm sure it'd be pretty darn high. And then I feel like at the time the end of the round came by, it was just Venom or it was Sin just standing in a one-man plan, and none of them were trying to enact any pushes together. And it came down to I think that Pfeifer's Pets just played numbers versus, well, the already down Gurt Yo, but I still think they didn't make it any better for themselves there.
Yeah, I completely agree. It was desperation time when they realized, you know, Clueless was just not responding, was just not coming back, and they started to, everyone believed they had to be the one to make the hero play, they had to be the one to, you know, equalize the numbers, and it all came crumbling down in those 1v1s. Pfeifer's Pets just taking advantage of the angles, just shooting better, putting bullets on the heads. And well,
now, not to kick everything away from Pfeifer's Pets, I think 2 games in a row, they've picked the better comp. You looked at game 1, and specifically Lotus, and you look at, you know, Venom and Sin both playing these aggressive duelist agents, and on Lotus, having a single Sky as their only initiator, well, that's questionable at best. And looking at this map, the comp out of Pfeifer's Pets was just way better. I think if they played a 5v5, they still would have won because the amount of util they had. And I agree with you, the Vice pick may not be out of, you know, may not be the one you're always seeing, but it ended up doing pretty well for them. So I think the trend I'm seeing in this matchup, the general storyline is, can the aimers beat the util and the other aimers? So I think right now, if I had to put my money on anything, I would put my money on Pfeifer's Pets, but I wouldn't go anywhere. I would strap up. I would get your popcorn ready because I think it's going to be a 5-map series.
Absolutely, and well, this just goes to show that great minds think together and think alike. Trombone was not here for the first analyst desk, and that is exactly what he just said. Is exactly what we were chatting about on the first analyst desk after the first map. That it was going to be the storyline of mechanics versus utility, and that it was going to be, an absolute fight to watch. And in this case, Pfeiffer's Pets just took advantage of what they did best. They knew their game plan going on, and the main advantage was just that extra bit of help that they got. But I agree with you. I feel like they would have won out the map anyways.
So now, looking into map 3, I don't remember exactly what the map order was. Do you know what's
It's
next
be
to that?
Sunset Haven Icebox for the last.
So
three
looking
really.
at those 2 of those last 3 maps, I would say are more aim-based map. Right, Haven has a lot of solo default space taking, unless you're just rushing A or C. If you're playing the map slow, you gotta play spread. And then Icebox, well, that's just aim duels all over the place. There's not really much of a rhythm and rhyme to Icebox, as it is the worst map in the pool. But Sunset is a map where I really think Pfeiffer's Pets are going to have to win if they want to win this series. Sunset, has 2 tight bomb sites, and with their double initiator comps, I think it's going to provide them a little more leeway getting into and holding and retaking the sites, depending on how they want to play. Now, I didn't get to talk about this during the first map, but I really liked what they did on Pistol Round. If you want to look back to it in maybe your mind's eye, they had a fight C, and they did like a raise nade, they did a fade eye, they did an omen blind, all combined to fight the C main, and we haven't seen any of that from Gurt Yo. And Pfeiffer's Pets combining the utility, taking space with it, has been really good. Now, I will say, it's only been a single layer of that. They've taken the space, they've done the push, and they really haven't done anything externally, especially when they on their takes. We're not really seeing anything after the bomb goes down, as everyone's kind of playing their post-plant spots, but no actual things. I would like to see a little bit beyond that. I'd like to see them group up, push CT, try to disrupt some of the timings. Like, if you look at that Lotus game again, because there's not really much to analyze on that Vine game, unfortunately, but a lot of it was, Sin and Venom getting their ones. Every time they lost those ones was when there was 2 players swinging them. So try to get on those angles, fight them a bit earlier, and you're going to be winning them. Now, if I'm on the side of Gurt Yo, I'm thinking, what the hell just happened to me? I'm probably pretty tilted, and so I'm probably going to take 10 minutes, just go watch some TikTok, get my mind off of it, get a sub has a computer monitor that turns on, and realize that this game is not a solo game. This ain't Beat Saber, this ain't Clash Royale. All right, you gotta play with your teammates. And
Absolutely.
honestly, I would just send someone like, this is some crazy eco strategy, but send someone like some of the other players in front of Sin and Venom and let them trade and just play together, death ball at them if you need to. So I think both teams need to increase their teamsmanship, just maybe in different ways.
Yeah, and speaking of Game 3, we have the subs, we have the teams ready, so we're going to send you off to a quick ad break, and then we'll be off to Game 3. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you in a little bit.
Welcome back, viewers, to this third map of the Season 21 Lock-In Grand Finals. We are here on Sunset. a new map, hopefully a new start for Gurt Yo after that bind match. They were down a player the entire match, and honestly, they. Oh.
Yeah, this is a peak FLV production. We are gonna get 2 dodges out of the 3 maps played. This is how we make lobbies, guys. they just forgot to swap sides, and Pfeiffer's pets should be starting on the defense side for the sunset. So yeah, that's gonna be really chill. Don't look at the agent peaks. These are not gonna be what we'll be seeing in the game. Although I would love seeing Venom on the chamber. I am not gonna lie. That would be absolutely amazing.
That would be interesting to see. Is someone gonna dodge, or am I gonna have to?
Yeah, I feel like we're just gonna wait. We're not gonna select an agent. Surely we don't need to Alt F4. It's only 5 seconds left, and okay, somebody Alt F4'd. Just as I said it.
Left? Oh my god.
Somebody just does not realize that math is a thing, and well, yeah, one of the Pfeiffer Spets player, ball handler, in fact, did like Alt F4. So as we wait for them to join back up, I'm gonna have the team switch sides, and we were talking about it, and I feel like, when you've just gotten slapped so hard, if you are Gurt Yo on that second map, you're just gonna go back to your basics, and you're just gonna go put Sin on the Reyna once again, and I'd love to see that.
But they did get Milkshake, and Milkshake for that rank is not bad. We've played against him a couple times, and he's pretty insane for his rank.
Yeah, Milkshake for bronze. I don't know if it's iron or bronze PR, but either way, I think both ranks count the same actually in FLV. So for his PR, Milkshake is an absolute nuts player. I've seen that guy perform like a gold easily on quite a few games. So you can't never count him out, and I'm sure this game will be much more competitive than the last map was. Now, once again, we are heading finally into map 3 of the grand finals. It's gonna be sunset. We're gonna see these agent picks come through. It's gonna be Danny on the Omen and Ball Handler on the Gecko from what we can see right now. Once again, 2 very common agents for this map. And Sin is just gonna go on the ISO. Okay, it was either ISO or Reyna, 2 pop-off agents, and he chose the ISO, which for me, I will have to say, I think it's the most busted agent in the game. So, I love that from him. We are gonna see the double duelist once again. Venom on that Neon, Milkshake on the KO, Casual Crazy on the Cypher. And we are still to see what Anne Freak is gonna pull up. Okay, I want to say, correction. ISO is not the most busted agent in the game at Pro Play, but he is the most busted agent in the game for an FLV type league. I still believe he is one of the most busted agents at Pro Play, but he there's much more counter to it, like when you know what you're doing. Anyhow, the Clove is gonna come through for Anne Freak, which is a very common pick for those who want to, have a bit more fragging power in that smoker. In the other side of things, we're going to see Paper X's comp pretty much replicated here by Pfeiffer Spets, which is very, very interesting.
Is that not just there?
Yeah, this is a bit of an interesting thing. You're going to have that Sage that I personally hate. I think it's the worst agent in the game. But Paper X shut my mouth and showed me it was viable on Sunset. So I love to see it. See how Takumi shows us some grim tech, some Sage walls.
I am excited. I am excited for a fair game this map.
Yeah, for this map. Once again, a 5v5. Surely not going to be a bit of a beatdown as the last map was. And hey, I have to say it. Once again, it's a comp diff on the favor of Pfeiffer Spets. And the analyst desk was already speaking about it. I like the comp from Gurt Yo much more than I like their Lotus comp. And quite a bit more than I like their bind comp, but still, I feel like the composition here favors Pfeiffer's pets so much, so we'll have to see how they play it out. Now, to start the round, holding a triple totem on the mid is a bit of a crazy move. It's gonna be just a full B rush, so that 3-man stack, the 3 high-low, triple high-low is just not gonna be effective. The Sage
I like Pfeiffer's Pet's comp, but if you pay it, oh, the site execute's coming through. I'll save it for next round.
Oh, and that stun is just diabolic. Yep, Takumi is just dead. Venom, the quick first pick, and the site is already gonna be taken. Spike should be going down pretty soon. It's not quite down just yet, and if you don't do that, well, the smokes can fade away, and Venom just whiffs the sheriff shot, like the shorty shots, but both shots are not gonna connect. BBL pops his head, milkshake, gets one more, and Wisoria cannot quite stand up. It's left onto Casual Crazy. 1v1 against BVL. And oh my goodness. The right click eventually closes it out, and it was a slugfest of trades back and forth. But eventually, BBL with the 4K is able to pull through.
Anyways, as I was saying, while I do think Pfeiffer's Pets has the competitive advantage with their composition, look at what Gurt did. They took Venom off of Smokes and they put him on Duelist. So with him and Sin both on Duelist, they're putting both their hardest aimers, their hardest shooters, and some of the best mechanical players on the characters that are meant to give rounds.
Absolutely, and well, this time, instead of the B hit, it's just gonna be the A hit. The Outlaw, oh, it's quick on the uptake, and Sin is just immediately dead. Nothing to be said. There's a Bucky, though, in the hands of Venom that could be extremely dangerous. The Outlaw already posted up on the angle. Oh, spots him. Oh, the flick is gorgeous. And Venom, I know he's mad about that one. BBL left onto 4 HP, but still able to find 2 nets. All left onto Milkshake. The Stinger just not good enough. And it is a flawless anti-eco. And the investment of 2 guns could be actually very annoying here when it comes to the buy. You are going to see Gurt is just not going to be able to make a full buy for this round. It's just going to have to be another eco. So it's just going to allow probably Pfeiffer's Pets to comfortably build this economic lead with the gun advantage that they shouldn't be having.
And honestly, if I'm Gurt, I wouldn't be sweating it too much at this point. They know what to expect in these early rounds. They know what happens when you lose pistol. They're probably not sweating it just yet, except that's not really something you want happening.
Yeah, Danny just finds Venom running through the map and says, hey, the Guardian is actually a really good gun in this game. I'm just gonna put 3 bullets into you and I'm just gonna take you out. And now the Outlaw, now that there's no ISO shield, this thing is a 1-kill machine, a 1-shot kill machine. It's a 2-bullet operator. Smoke will deny the angle, but still, BBL ready and waiting, holding the crossfire with Danny. Sin has to be the playmaker here, and well, Danny's just gonna swing out. It's gonna find 2. It's gonna find 3.
Down mid.
4, but cannot find the ace. Ryu, quick cleanup, and the bonus is converted. Only 2 guns lost. That is, an amazing bonus, but once again, Gurt were in fact on an eco. Danny was just patiently waiting to swing off of BBL, and the aim was just absolutely amazing. Gets 4 quick kills.
And honestly, now that Gurt is had gotten those rounds out of the way, they're able to full buy, which means that the Outlaw is not going to pose as much of a threat as it could, but it's still going to pose a threat either way. But you do have Freak, or Sith and Venom at the top, and Venom's going to try to make something happen here.
And he's just not going to be able to. He's going to whiff on Takumi, and he's going to immediately switch to Ryu, almost as if he believed that Takumi should have been dead already. And, in the end, he's just not going to be able to find anything whatsoever, and Sin puts the equalizer on the board, but still, this is sort of like a re-bonus, if you could call that, from the side of Pfeiffer's Pets. There was an Outlaw, there was a Spectre, I believe not the best weaponry for the economy. It's looking just so powerful and well. And Freak does manage to get one onto BBL, so numbers advantage still in their favor. It's going to be a 4v3 as the spike will be coming down. What can they find? What can they do? Sin puts one more on the board, and now I believe at this point it's more about the economic damage. the Pfeifer's pets can inflict. KO Knife will confirm nobody on the close angle, and Am Freak. As soon as he hears the summon TP, I would be scared if I was him. Oh, Daddy did not know about it for you. Good refrag and milkshake. Puts the last one on the board. Only 2 weapons going down. Only 2 weapons that have to be rebought, and that is best case scenario if you're Gurtio. You win the round, you don't lose too many guns that you have to rebuy because your economy was just not the greatest. And now Pfeifer's pets finally are going to afford full weaponry.
A Spectre from Takumi, even though he's able to be bought by Ryu.
Yeah, I don't know about this one. I am not sure I like it. But hey, the lower gun may come as a surprise. Especially if, well, he's just going to play ratting on this corner like absolutely my ranked teammates tend to do. Except they don't find anyone, and in this case, well, Sin already finding that first on the ISO ult Ryu. No chance, and well, Takumi, that's why he got a Spectre. He's good for 1. Milkshake, a good refrag, and still man advantage over to Gurtio, but the breach ult that comes instantly, and well, Danny gets on Freak, and the Cypher Cage just popped up, but still, the breach kaboom is just gorgeous, and it's gonna get 1, it's gonna get 2. It's all left on to Sin. Can he find the 1v3? Oh my goodness. 2 quick shots. And now Danny has heard Sin running. He has the Omen ultimate. But the Spike is down on sight, and Danny is just re-wrapping. He thinks he's gonna be able to catch timing onto Sin, but Sin is just always so fast around the corner, and now Danny doesn't know. The timing here could be everything. Will Danny look up? Will Sin look towards market?
30 seconds left.
None of them do. Oh my goodness, they just don't know each other's position.
Ooh.
Sin, he is completely unaware. Sin just doesn't know what Danny is doing, but I believe Danny has the advantage here. Spike needs to be retaken. Sin will be holding the market position.
Got the spike.
Oh my god,
10
it's 10 seconds left. He's just gonna run into backside. And now all the advantage has gone away. Danny needs to take up the space.
Spike
Sin
planted.
has a much easier job. He has no idea where Danny is
Gun
coming
here.
from. The timing on this could
Gun
be
here.
everything. He gets the ping on the gun. As if saying, I know he's gonna come from here. And oh, Sin manages to find the shot. Danny walked through the smoke, but did not expect Sin to be in the off angle. And a quick
Honestly,
adjustment is all it takes.
Just a well-played round by Sin. I mean, it went from losable to obviously winnable. I mean, Sin grabbing the 3 picks right off the bat and able to read that rap from Danny like it was nothing. It got a little bit scary, but
yeah, this is a repeat of the round that they lost against the Venom 1v2. If I'm Pfeifer's pets, I'm saying, how the hell did we lose that one? And now, Venom already so fussed on the uptake, but hey, man, you gotta stop running. This is a game of shooting. Casual Crazy does get the refrag onto BBL though, and Sin already so close, creeping up, and is gonna just put the bullet onto his head. ISO is absolutely obnoxious as an agent. Raise Rocket popped out though, and Casual Crazy will pay for it with his life. Ryu already half walked down the smoke, but decides to play it safe, decides to hide in the corner, and Danny, oh, this timing is everything. Does he check it? Does he check it? Yes, he does. And well, Milkshake is dead, and now it's all gonna be left on 2M Freak. Cannot do anything. Can Sin clutch another one of these? No, he cannot. I like this round so much better from the side of Pfeifer's pets. They decide to play, you know, more disciplined. They decide not to give those free peeks away, which is what, in the end, cost them the previous round, and in the end, they managed to make it very clean. 4-2 now, as the ultimate cycle is definitely clearly favoring Gurtio here. 4 ults on the board, and Freak, the only one that is not so close to theirs. Still, from the shadows on the hands of Danny and the Sage Resurrection, that is always such a crucial tool. There's nothing really to deny it either on the side of Gurtio. There's not that Sova ultimate, there's not that Brimstone, but well, Sin already taking one more. It's gonna be BBL. Can BBL find the kill? No. Sin with the spray, and Venom with one more. Danny has found Casual Crazy. A few attacks go his way, but the Regen Shield should put him back to max HP. Shots fired. Nothing happens quite yet. The resurrection I'm looking at here could be the tool to maybe make things happen. But it's just not going to work out. Danny has to drop off the off angle. And well, look at this wrap from Venom. Venom is always good for 1. Is always good for 2. He's not quite good for 3. But still, all left up to Danny. Oh my goodness,
my
this spray
God.
down. And he's looking at an ace. And you know this one's not a Mickey-Mouse one, as he likes to call it. And he knows. He just knows. And the ace is on the board. Danny, what an absolute masterclass.
He is insane. Danny is insane. Does
Absolutely.
anybody know this kid's peak rank, or a kid? I don't know, but does anyone know his peak rank?
Player. He's clearly proving it right now on the stage. He had a slower start on that map of Lotus, but on these 2 last maps that we're seeing, on the Sunset and on that Bind, the guy was proving why he is his worth.
He's honestly just sitting down Sin and Venom like they're nobodies. I mean, and anyone who's in FLV knows that Sin and Venom are not nobodies.
Indeed. An ace on the board, 5-2, and it's gonna be a repeat. Except this time, there's no ISO ult. It's gonna be a Neon ult popped. The overdrive going all the way through elbow, and I feel like you just have to respect this. Takumi is gonna try to get in the fight. He's gonna take the kill. And well, he's gonna fall. M-Freak finds Danny with a beautiful sheriff shot. And man advantage still invested. Cypher ultimate invested too. Casual Crazy will get the spike down. It's gonna be a 4v3 retake once again. And you absolutely cannot lose this round if you're Gurt Yo. Your economy does not allow for it. You've invested 2 ultimates into it, and Sin is already falling. Bull Handler also aware. And BBL manages to find Casual Crazy, and Milkshake is just on the back of side. A classic out, and Freak needs to do it all. Oh, Rio, you need to swing, and BBL. Spike is half, but he's so desperately low. It didn't even get to the half, and he's gonna get the kill. Holding an off angle that seemed impossible, but the defuse will come through. What an absolute round. What an absolute retake from the side of Pfeifer's Pets, and it's a backbreaker for Gurt Yo that lose a crucial round.
What do you think is going wrong for Gurt Yo? What do you think needs to change for them? I mean, they're realistically, you look at Gurt Yo and they're getting their kills, but what do you think is stopping them from getting rounds on the board?
I think it's just the same issue that we come back all the time. It's just these teams that are relying on the heavy fraggers like Venom and Sin, well, they tend to play not disciplined. They tend to play so aggressive, and well, when they get those first entry picks, what you need to do is just play disciplined, play cool, calm, and collected, and they've just not done that. They've given away free picks and lost every single man advantage. Now Danny playing in the smoke. He's just gonna swing out. He's just gonna swing out, and oh, what? Oh, there's not two. Sin is ready for that one. Gets the refrag right there, Takumi. Pulls off of the side, still 4v4. As this should be an easy collection for the plant, but still, there's so much utility on the side of Pfeifer's Pets for this retake. There's even a resurrection if they want to go for it, and you see Sin, once again, not disciplined whatsoever. Ryu with 2, and the Gecko ultimate will detain 1 more. Casual Crazy not able to find anything else, and it's just a clean, quick flood off of the back of Sin, just overstepping into CT.
And once again, I think they are running into I think Gurt Yo is running into the same problem that Pfeifer's Pets was running into at the very beginning rounds of the bind game. They are running to each site where Danny is. Danny is just there to shut them down on each push. I mean, he picked off the elbow players like they were nothing.
Absolutely, you cannot understate you cannot overstate just how much this guy is doing right now for his team. And well, the Sage Wall will come through, immediately broken though, so it will confirm there's a lot of players on this A, and I just don't like this from Gurt Yo. I generally despise teams that just go 5-man every site. It just boils down the tactical complexity to who can shoot better, and well, in this case, Takumi is just shooting better, takes down Venom, the smoke is there to cover for him, and well, Satchel from Ryu is not going to get anything, but Sin will shut down Danny once more, and will shut down Takumi too. That's a beautiful shot. Gecko Flash will come through, and M3, 2 quick kills. KO ultimate will deny any sort of utility. It's all left on the BBL. Can he find the ace? No, he cannot. He'll be 4 alive as, well, Gurt find their stride in this round. But once again, even though they won the round, I think that it's just off of the back of Sin hitting absolutely every shot. And that is not a game plan that will sustain itself over time unless this guy is just dropping 40s every map.
Yeah, I feel like the team is relying, even Venom and Sith, I feel, are relying on Sin to be their win condition. It's just, you can tell by the way they're playing. I mean, no shade to Venom, but
again, it's the same repeat of Venom just going in. And well, cannot find the kill, and this time, ISO ult will be lost, and Bull Handler is completely safe. And it's a 3v4 already, and Ryu, oh my goodness, if he had gotten just a bit closer, the timing could have been insane, but Milkshake, this is what this man does. This is why this man is not worth bronze PR. Almost gets a third. BBL finally ends up shut him down, but the Sage Resurrection coming through, and it's once again the man advantage. They are 3 together, and this is what I love. This is how you should invest the ultimates. They are putting everything onto this round, making sure they win it all. And Freak on the up angle will find 2, though. Danny needs to find it all. The Resurrection will be popped by the Clove, and oh me oh my. Oh me oh my. Danny is just not missing right now. Someone put an end to this man. Someone stop him. He's just running away with it. 18-8 and 8-3 are up in Sunset, the Pfeifer's pets.
what was that VCT game? Or I don't know if it was VCT, but it was an old pro game a while ago, back when, before I think Optic was a team. Who did they play against? It was on Breeze. They just found that where that one player was opping, and they would just avoid that site.
Oh, avoid CNED? The avoid CNED strat?
They need to treat Danny like CNED.
Absolutely. Just avoid Danny. Just find out where he is and just run away. This guy is on a tear right now, and well, they're giving him just more once. Oh, this time Venom. This time Venom is going for it. This time is his round, and well, already 3 found. Can he find one more? I believe he will. There's the slide. Ball handler puts an end to him, but Sin quick on the refrag, and it's all left on to Ryu. And that's the danger, you know. That's what makes these players so dangerous. They can always have a pop-up round. And Freak just with a short and sweet cleanup, and it's 8-4 to the halftime. But you know, Venom has been trying to get that pop-up round so many times this half, and he's only got it once. And yes, when he gets it, it's a round you win. But if you give up 8 in the process, I don't know if that's worth it.
I'm not sure. In the few rounds we've been spectating Venom, I don't know what's been happening. I mean, it always seems like he hasn't gotten his slide off properly, or he's just straight up whiffed. But 7 and 12 for Venom, that's not something you like to see, nor is it something that is common to see. You never see Venom fumbling the ball like this normally.
Absolutely, but I'm sure that now, as they go onto that defensive side, which, if you ask me, is the slightly stronger side on this Sunset map, I'm sure he'll find his stride and he'll give us the absolute masterclass he is famous for. And well, look at this. I said I don't like 5-manning sides, but I believe the only worst thing is just 5-manning mid. And well, Ryu, already going through Sin, jumps up onto the Sage wall, and I believe they don't know about it. And Freak finds 2. Bolt Handler, quick on the refrag. Venom also goes down, and well, the timing is just not great, but Sin does manage to find the kill, and does manage to find the second one onto Takumi. And well, it got awkward for a bit. I believed he was gonna lose the fight against the Raze, but in the end, he just manages to land a shot. He just manages to get the kill.
And if you didn't notice, the Sage on Pfeifer's Pets, kind of a blunder on the wall. Sin was able to jump this corner, the corner, and get that flank without them realizing.
Absolutely, and well, it's just that way. You know, mistakes happen, and I am happy for it, actually, because you know what they say, win pistol, win map, and I don't know if I want Gurt to win the map, but I definitely want to see it being competitive, and that's what this pistol will just allow. The Phantom on Sin's hands is probably going to be an absolute destruction weapon on this anti-eco, and the utility is just ready to come through. The breach blind just does not come through, and well, that's a mistake. That's just 4 quick kills. He sprayed down. And I did call it out. The Phantom would be a weapon of mass destruction, and well, Sin, he wants his ace. Oh, Danny. Oh, hello. Careful, man. Has to reload. Sin cannot find the kill. Casual Crazy will clean up house before Danny can recover a gun and think of doing any of those nasty things he does.
Here.
But still, you know, I thought Breach would stun or flash. It ended out not doing any of those, and it was a mistake. Sin was just ready with the one-way to collect every single one of those kills. 8-6 now, and he is online. He has his ultimate, and this can be a really nasty weapon for the bonus.
And the only other person close to their ultimate is Danny on for Pfeiffer's Pets, and everyone else seems like they're miles away from getting any ultimate that's worth anything right now.
Absolutely, and well, that might just be exactly what Gurt needs. The ISO ultimate to snowball this bonus round and try to get this map going into fruition. KO9 will tag 2, and M-Freak will get one more. Easily refract, but now Bull Handler has to make it worth, has to make it count. He just does that. This guy has already bitten Sin in 2 of the ISO ults, and that's not an easy thing to do. Venom gets 2, the BBL quick on the refrag, and well, Casual Crazy will die. Still, a really good bonus on the side of Gurt. Take out 3 guns, so the buy is going to be really awkward for Pfeiffer's Pets. But, I mean, you could have done without losing that ISO ult, right? You could have definitely, you would have definitely loved not to invest it. Still, I don't hate it. I don't blame the decision. I think it's the correct decision. He just, you know, happened to lose the duel. And well played on Bull Handler's side.
And like I said on the Lotus game, I think it's going to come down to how the lower ranks start shooting. I mean, look at the lower ranks and look how comparative the kills are to each other.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, I've said this in the first map, and I think it's just a theme all across the board. Pfeiffer's Pets, there's not really that super big air carry. It's just coordination all across the board. The Gecko ultimate will come through. Not detain and Freak, I believe, just by an inch. Spike will go down. It's going to be the first 5v5 close line we see. And well, Venom goes in. The KO line is gorgeous, though, and will deny Ryu. BBL and Takumi combining one for each of these. Sin with the quick refrag, and Danny manages to put him down, and it's all left onto Milkshake after a quick frag of trades. 2v1, 10 HP and a Dream. Can he make the miracle happen? Danny acquires the information, but Milkshake just doesn't know. He just does have no info on where Takumi is, and the spike is going ever so slowly, and he's just gonna molly the main, the spam. It's not quite gonna come through, but there's no time on the bomb, and well, Takumi, easy peasy lemon squeezy. 10-6, the Pfeiffer's Pets win a crucial round.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy what you said a couple of minutes ago about coordination. Pfeiffer's Pets showing superior coordination and team play, but I would also expect Gurt to also show that level. I mean, they're playing with, I mean, the 3 best players have played together for, I think, years at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. But, you know, I was saying that Gurt or like Pfeiffer's Pets were showing us the Paper X comp, but if any team here looks like Paper X, it's Gurt. It's the crazy go for it, go kill, undisciplined plays. And meanwhile, Pfeiffer's Pets is more playing like Fnatic, just disciplined, just accurate, just taking all the space, and their post plants and their defaults have just been flawless. And they are not losing a single one of those, and they're not losing a single gunfight. And the utility, once again, it's just impossible for Casual Crazy to do anything. What an absolute masterclass of a Sunset that we're witnessing here. And even though Sin is trying, even though he's doing his best, I still don't see how this one will go their way. Danny puts an end to Venom, and it's 25 HP and a Dream for Sin. The Sheriff cannot land the shot, and it's another 3k for Danny. 11-6, and these guys are just not stopping at all.
This kid is insane. I have nothing else to say about him, but other than this kid is insane.
I don't know, man. Someone get Pfeifer's pets to tier 2 or something. I don't give a fuck. Like get these guys on a T3 competition or some shit and see how they do. These guys are absolutely firing on all cylinders right now. Their coordination, their utility is being so on point. And you know, I don't think when they are firing like this, it's gonna matter unless Freak just absolutely takes the head off Ryu. That's what you need if you're good, and you're gonna win this map. Echo Blind comes through, but the Clove will deny the push. Venom already so far up on the flank, and I don't think Danny knows this, but he still finds the kill. Somebody stop this man, and now Sin push down tiles. I don't think they know about it. Oh, this could be so awkward, but Ball Handler is so ready for it, and they are trying to go for the hero place, and just none of it is working at all. And the elbow is all cleared up. The A side is completely free for them to take. And a 5v3 as the bomb will go down and the Sage Resurrection was utilized. And well, it's just too good. It's just too good. It's just nothing going untraded, nothing going without a refrag. And once again, it's all left to Unfreak in a desperate situation. And look at this. There's no overheat. There's no overcommitment. And well, Freak manages to find a beautiful shot, but now it's going to be the double and triple swing, and there it is. Even though you find one, yes, a beautiful 4K, but Ball Handler still wins the round, and it's 12-6.
Match point.
And honestly, I'm calling the map right here. I don't want to be that caster, but you're just getting rolled in everything that you do as Gurt, yo. I mean, even though between Sin and Sith having 44 kills, they are just not able to shut down Danny at all.
Absolutely, and I mean, well, they just have to give it the roll. They just have to go round by round if they want to take this to go up 2-1 in the series. And look at that. Once again, the utility is gorgeous. The Gecko Blind just goes through. And well, Venom needs to go absolutely massive here. He could find Danny. He's so far up on the flank, but still, no shots committed quite yet. Instead, Venom, trigger discipline, decides to wait. But the longer he waits, the higher the chance somebody will know about him. And Ryu already popping one. Can he find one more? Yes, he can. And Freak popping the Clone ultimate, but the Gecko ult is just gonna... Oh, he spots both of them. Venom on the flank, finds two. Can he find the three? No, he cannot, but he needs to find the ace if he wants to get this all done. And dusted Danny. A 4K for him. And this is just not... This is just a statement. Just a dominant win from the Pfeifer Spats. 13-6 as they will take Sunset across the board.
Oh, 30 kills for Danny. 4 first bloods as the controller player. 10 assists as well. Oh my goodness, he just set up his team to win that game. 13-6. I mean, there's not a bigger statement to be made. I mean, the biggest one he could have made has already been made.
Absolutely, and we're gonna send this to the analysis board because oh me, oh my, this one was a massacre.
Yeah, welcome back. Oh my, what a game. What a game. What did you think of that one, Noah?
Well, you know, I think I pointed it out in the last analyst desk. This is a game of brains versus brawn on the playground. You know, are the skinny nerds going to be able to beat the big brawling brutes? And in this game, the skinny nerds are more than becoming skinny. They're becoming buff nerds as Danny drops 30 kills, topping the lobby. And honestly, as you can probably see, it's another comp diff. Having your low elo player as your only initiator, in my opinion, is a really rough way to play FLV sometimes. Because if you aren't aiming, if you aren't frying, you don't have things to take space. You don't have things to create plays. And especially KO, an initiator that's not very user-friendly in order to get the most value out of it. You're not going to be throwing pop flashes, especially on Sunset. There's not really angles you can throw pop flashes over. It's not a scent. And so you're not really getting much flashes with only 7 assists. I mean, it's alright for an initiator, but the Breach, the Gecko, there's a lot better options. Even a Fade on Sunset. And you're looking at a comp here that needs people to shoot well. And looking at Venom's performance, I mean, with five of his 7 kills in the first half coming from 2 rounds, he was almost non-existent on their attack side. And well, when you ghost in the attack side, you're only going to get the 4 rounds.
Yeah, and just to play devil's advocate about the initiator, what I will say is in FLV it is important to stay on these comfort roles. So maybe that's why Milkshake is on the KO. Maybe it's a comfort agent for them. But I do agree with you. It is difficult to set up your entry duelist, especially as you saw like that game. Venom was just basically getting ran through over and over again every time he went in on the attack side. And obviously it's not to blame lower elo players, but you can see that the two cerebral players on the side of Pfeifer Spet are really doing a good job of setting up their players. That being said, how about Danny? How about that guy, huh? Zeta.
I mean, what ace clutch, 4K clutch. I mean, Mr. Clutch himself. I mean, and honestly, the way they approached the game as a team, it felt like Danny rise to the occasion in this game. But like, even though the other players don't have the craziest stat lines, it was them every single round as well. So yes, great game from Danny. It always looked like he had like a sixth eye in the back of his head. He knew where Venom was walking down mid. He sensed a push coming from tiles. I mean, this dude was looking everywhere, all the right places, all at once. Yet, I also think they were a great leader for their team. There was times when, Danny would die, or you would see them, it was the last couple rounds ago with Anne Freak getting onto 4K, and they all three swung at once to confirm a trade. That's the stuff you normally see in FLV. That's like a lot of discipline. Honestly, from the way I was watching this game, Gnome, I wouldn't be surprised if this team scrimped.
Yeah, honestly, I view Danny as sort of the anti-clutcher more so than the clutcher, because I feel like whenever he's hitting these aces or he's clutching, it's always when a member of Gurtyo is about to clutch the round for their team, Like, for example, Sin gets a 3K, about to get a 4K, and then all of a sudden, he dies to Danny, and Danny gets the ace and wins the whole round. I feel like that's been the story of Bind and the story of Sunset, whereas when we were looking at Lotus, it was those clutches were going much more the way of Gurtyo, and really, like, Danny being sort of the anti-clutcher has been, what, in my opinion, was one of the large factors as to why they won this map.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think... Oh, go ahead, Zito, my bad.
Thank you. I was just gonna say, as a fan, I have to call this. Pfeifer Spets are Fnatic, and Danny is Leo right now. Danny is Leo in his prime, the guy is cerebral, the guy is hitting every shot, he just knows everything on the map. I just cannot overstate what a performance he's having.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, when you said that, my smile turned to a frown. But, I mean, so what, is it like, is Venom playing like Zekin against Fnatic when they lost to
Alright,
like...
alright.
Absolutely, that's the analogy we're doing here.
Well, with that very in-depth analysis, very, very, very in-depth analysis, we're gonna send you guys to a quick ad break before we get back into map 4, which will be Haven, with Gurtyo on the defense side. Oh, yes, I believe that's true. And alright, see you guys in a little bit.
Zeta. Anyways, welcome back to the 4th map of Season 21 Lock-In Grand Finals, and I believe match point.
Absolutely. Pfeifer's
Pets in the lead.
2-1. And well, we're going into Haven, and I just want to point out, after the disaster of Sunset, Sin immediately insta-locked Reyna. This guy is not playing around anymore. And, as we pointed out in the analyst table, well, Venom immediately goes into that initiator. Maybe having your lower ranked players play on the initiators was not the right call, and Venom apparently has heard the stream. He's been stream sniping a little bit, and, you know, he's heard us talk about it, so he immediately goes into that Sova. On the other side of things, I have to say, Pfeifer's Pets is just a tier 2 team. These guys are playing ISO Euro. What can I say? Like, if they win this map dominant, I do not believe these guys have not scrimmed. Because they are playing, aside from a meta comp, is probably one of the hardest comps to actually take advantage of in this map, unless you actually really know what you're doing and you're able to coordinate very well. So, once again, it's going to be a comp diff on the side of Pfeifer's Pets. But let's see just how well they can utilize these advantages, just how well they can manage to win the map, or if Gurt is going to send us into the decider that is Icebox.
And if our viewers did miss the map selection screen, this is Gurt pick. So hopefully they'll be able to tie this up and we'll be able to see some Icebox gameplay, but they are fighting to stay in the tournament right now.
Absolutely, this is for all the marbles. This is for their tournament life. Gurt absolutely need to lock in and pop up right now. Because if not, Pfeifer's Pets will be crowned the champions of lock-in. And well, what can I say? I just love this ISO Euro comp. Fnatic popularized it, and as you may know, I am a very big Fnatic fan. So I just loved to watch the teams run it. And well,
I hate you.
It is a very powerful composition, both in attack and defense, but you really need to make these attack rounds worth it. They're gonna start with what looks like a triple swing or a double swing from the window. Meanwhile, just a typical 2-1-2 setup for the side of the defense. Sin already getting that early information, and well, it's just gonna be a pass B hit. The pistol round, Milkshake is gonna be left all alone, and well, immediately Danny picks off Venom. He was vulnerable by his own ISO and still manages to land the headshot. And look at this, I love this from them. They immediately pushed into C. They said B is just a pathway, B is just, you know, a route we will take, and they actually get the better post plant, which is going to be on C. Smoke is going to come down onto CT, and BBL's position is already so strong. I love this from him. He's just not going to be spotted. He's just going to wrap around. He's going to go late B. Be a dagger in the back as the retake comes through. Ryu already going to be taking first contact, hiding behind the box, and well, Amfreak immediately will die. Sin. 2 quick kills to his name, but he's gonna be left all alone. The shock dart pops down to 33 HP, 7 now, and no heal available, and well, the jump pick with the classic is just gonna be a headshot on top of it. And giving him some extra love, making sure Sin stays dead there. A little bit of body shooting here and there as the pistol round once more goes to Pfeifer's Pets.
But honestly, Here's what I'm saying. If you're a viewer, you're so happy to see Sin back on Reyna, because I would dare say that Reyna is one of his comfort picks. I mean, you could already tell he already has 3 kills. It's unfortunate that not anybody else in Gurt was able to get anything done, but man, Sin, he just decided to take that 3 kills, and he almost won the round. And Freak taking a little bit of early contact.
Yeah, absolutely. That little bit of early contact coming through. The early tag already onto Takumi. It's going to be very weak, and now he's going to have to play off the back of his teammates, because you do not want to start losing those man advantages in this important round that is the anti-eco. Still, it's only a couple sheriffs. Well, it's actually a pretty big force. These guys have taken a leaf out of the book of G2, and they're going to force on the supposed eco. Getting a Marshal, a couple Sheriffs, and a Stinger. A lot of shields across the board, so I'm not sure if Pfeifer's Pets are ready for this, but still, it is a disciplined take. They will just go across Garage. The drone coming through, the ISO shield already popped up, clears the first corner. Cypher Cage is on the side of Sin, already takes down Danny. That's a Guardian left on the side. Sin with one more, but two more fall around him. It's gonna be all onto him and Casual Crazy. Can they get this done? And Ryu pumps his head once more. Sin, 3 on the round. That's
Oh
4.
my god.
Can he find the ace? And well, Freak will take it away from him, but if you're gonna win an anti-eco, like an eco, might as well do it in style. And Sin, another 4K from him, and that's why he's on the Reyna.
They had such a hard time clearing him out from backside. They knew he was there, but there was just so many distractions on site, so many obstacles that Pfeifer's Pets had to go through to even get to even have an attempt to take Sin off of the board, but they just couldn't do it, and Sin was there to capitalize off of every single mistake, every single obstacle that was placed for him. He made do with it, and he got
the
forward.
comes off, and oh my god, Takumi just ripped Venom's head off, and I know he's mad about it. Oh me, oh my. These guys are shooting today. Casual Crazy immediately needs to back off. He needs to get offside, but the paranoia is absolutely gorgeous. And well, Sin is finding 2. Ryu finds Casual Crazy.
Oh my
and finds
god.
Sin as well. Dude, these guys are not gold players. What is going on?
Spike planted.
Guardian recovered. The ISO ult popped. Oh, the shield just does not manage to come right through. Still, the Guardian is just too good and free. Oh, I didn't know about that one though. Takumi opting to just absolutely abandon his teammate and go onto the site, and this is a lineup. Oh, it's not planted for him. It's not planted for him. Oh,
What? Oh my god.
I really thought Freak had a real chance. There was a world. But in the end, the spike just sticking down way too low, and even though both shock darts missed, Takumi was able to handle the pressure. And hey man, I just want to point out, ball handler, Takumi, Ryu, and BBL are all golds and plats. Can we talk about how crazy that is?
That they are playing absolutely insane for players of their rank. You almost never see players in this league getting that much value for their PR. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're getting their value for the PR, but they're getting exceedingly much.
Yeah, they're going toe-to-toe with the likes of Sin and Venom, who are like Radiants and Immortals. So these guys, win or lose today, which obviously they want to win, but win or lose today, they can be proud of how they're playing. Because boy oh boy, they are shooting, and now they're gonna run on to C. No players technically on the site aside from Venom, but the Cypher setup here to help them out. First Cypher trip already popped. Milkshake has found BBL and Venom. 2 quick Sheriff shots. It's gonna take 2 of them down. Danny here has to be the playmaker, and look at Sin. So disciplined, so patient, waiting inside the smoke. Oh, he will be revealed, but Danny cannot land the shot on Freak. Will take down Takumi, and it's 2-2. That was the crucial round that Gurt needed to win. That was the first full buy against full buy. And hey, sends Pfeifer's Pets straight down into an economic, so that's a big one to win. Yeah, and
holding tab, just look at what story it's Sin and Ryu this time going toe to toe. Danny taking a little bit of a break, going back on the back burner, having a little bit of a slow game, but hopefully we'll see something from him.
Yeah, you never know when this man is just gonna, activate and immediately like deny a clutch, get an ace. But this time, it is gonna be Sin. Oh, does not quite land the shot. Milkshake, a lot of information acquired, and Venom already so fast on the uptake, here to help. And well, talk about the devil. Danny immediately gets one and gets so much information. Oh, that is so good from him. This dimensional drift acquires everything that Pfeifer's Pets would ever need to know. And the side is just gonna be free. That's just gonna free bomb down. The drone from Venom gets shut down, and the fast flood, the retake. I don't know if this is the correct call. When you are down numbers, you don't want to be giving away this individual 1v1s, and M-Freak immediately tries to go in, but gets shut down, and well, it's all left up to Casual Crazy. He gets one, gets two, sure, but BBL eventually gets his trade, and once again, the eco rounds, the rounds you cannot afford to lose if you are Gurt, it's the ones that you're losing.
And honestly, let's talk about Pfeiffer's eco rounds. They have been so dominant whenever they've lost pistol or when they've been forced back onto an eco. They play their eco rounds so well, and I think it catches Gurt off guard that they just don't really have that time to breathe. I mean, they are so aggressive on their ecos, and their floods on their ecos are on another level.
Yeah, they are pretty much sublime, and I feel they have something. I don't know the real stat, but I'm gonna go out here on a limb and say it's above 60% win rate for those eco rounds, which is absolutely insane.
What?
Shot from Sin. Yo, check him PC right now. I know this guy is good, but come on, that's just ridiculous. Danny here trying to make something happen, though. Venom will shut him down. Ryu on the refrag, and now it's left all onto a 1v4 and Ace if he can find it. He finds two. Cannot find the third. The adjustment was ever so close to Sin's head, though.
What a shot from Sin. His crosshair wasn't even on his head on my screen.
Nah, that is absolutely outrageous from Sin, but hey, that's why he's the GOAT, right? That's why he's the Radiant.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm only a gold bum.
I mean, I've played with Sin, and I think I've played with almost everyone on the side of Gurt, Venom more than Sin, but man, when they are like, do not underestimate these players. They are so good, and they will not hesitate to. What am I looking at? And they will not hesitate. They will not hesitate to.
Well, the Guardian immediately lands a shot. Are you telling me that is gold aiming? I just do not believe that's real. Oh, the dart with the ultimate. Just knock him through. Ball handler will get a tag, in fact. But he needs to get out of there, man. He just needs to TP away, and well, Paranoia is really good. The TP finally popped through. Gets out of the corner, and Freak. Pfeifer Trip does not manage to let him do anything, but the shock dart is absolutely amazing. Ryu needs to go through, though. Ball handler takes them Venom, and it's all left on to Milkshake. Just know that he's being
my god!
Oh my goodness, Milkshake!
Milkshake comes through when Gurt needs the most. With a spray transfer as well.
The spray down, and Ryu, who was being an absolute demon, whiffs the easy kill from the back, and Milkshake is just so quick with that one. And I think Ball Handler there makes a small mistake, does not swing out enough. I think he was afraid of like lining up and just is not able to get that refrag, was shooting through the box. And Milkshake takes advantage of it and just wins a huge round. Oh my, this is being a back and forth between the two teams.
This is the type of game we want.
Absolutely, and this is a buy scrape that, oh my, he's not tagged.
Oh, what a win.
Ryu still wins it, and BBL pops the Cypher. I mean, what else can you ask? Venom down, Sif down, now it's all down onto Sin and the last two low elo players, which you can never count out, but I mean, you know, Sin is a bit dead on this one. The Euroclone blind just lasts forever, and well, Milkshake gets one. Can he do anything else though? I feel like this just might be a save. There is a lot of money in Milkshake's bank, but Casual Crazy not so rich, and they could really use the money. He's giving it a go. He is giving it one damn hell of a go.
Wow.
But Danny, quick to shut it down. And I mean, if you tell me the you know, Pfeifer Spets mechanics are from golds, that guy is bronze, by the way. Those are nasty shots for his PR value. I feel like whenever I cast FLV, I'm just surprised by just how good everyone is. Even though, you know, the ranks of the game would say something different, they just always pull up to the highest level of competition. Still,
you know, I'm glad you say that, because in FLV, you really do get to see the improvement of a lot of low elo players. I mean, I'm only plat, but
Ryu just caught Sif with the knives. Ryu just caught Sif with the blades, and well, he needed to get the shorty kill. and it just did not happen. And that's one tool that is gonna go down. Sin already waiting on the side. Oh my goodness, BBL just demolished this dude. And it's all left onto Venom, who just can't handle the pressure. Once again, everything is left onto Milkshake. A 1v2 that he won. Can he make it a 1v4? First one already acquired. He's gonna slow shift up onto Heaven. And well, no smoke and no idea. I believe these players just don't know what is going on, but this Cypher camp gives them all the information they need, and well, at this point, you might be considering just holding on to this rifle. Milkshake, though, seems like he wants to give it a little go. Seems like he wants to dance, and well, Ball Handler will gladly make him sing the tune. Puts a bullet in his forehead, and just 5-4, Pfeifer Spets once again with the advantage.
Let's go back to what we were talking about last round when we were talking about the low elo players. Especially when it comes to FLV, and I'm sure there's some players who will agree with me as well, especially the ones who have been here for a long time. You really do get to see the improvement of a lot of players. I don't know if it's just the confidence they gain from playing in a team setting, but the bronze, silver, even iron and iron PRs, they really do all have their moments of greatness in this league.
Absolutely, I feel like there's something that just there's a factor. Oh my god, yo Civ, can we? I think that's a mental tilt. I think that's just a tilt moment of him just peeking out with the Bucky at a long range angle. Oh my god, Venom is so fast on this flank and they don't know anything about it. And well, Ryu is just gonna find Sin, the ISO shield that will help him take the gunfight, and Milkshake falls. Clove ultimate bot, but BBL just staring him in the face. And Venom, if he wants to win this round, he needs to go absolutely massive. There's going to be one free pick here. There it is, found. But now, information is acquired, and it's just going to be staring at 4 different players, and the spam is just so good. And it's going to be a headshot on top of it. All left onto Casual Crazy. Can he find the 1v4? Ball Handler denies. 6-4 on the attack, and well, if you could make that 8... as Pfeifer Spets, you can definitely be happy about it.
Yeah, and as Gurt, yes, you're losing rounds, but all things considered, you're not doing too awful either. You just need to get those retakes. You just need to get your confidence on the takes down, and you need to start hitting your shots, or you need to just learn to give up sight when you feel like you're not going to hold it down properly. If they start doing that, I feel like they could start bringing back some rounds and start getting some rounds on the board and bring it closer to a
yeah,
better
absolutely. And well, even though this is an economic round, you would really love to win one of the 2. And Venom, Operator in his hand, already brings it to the... And Venom with another one. Can he find one more? No, he cannot. The whiff, and Sin does find one more. Casual Crazy and Venom all combined for a quick massacre on the front of B, and that's exactly what they needed. They needed to win one of the 2 rounds to make this a competitive half, to make this a good half, until they go on their attack. And well, Venom pulled out the op and did exactly just that.
And I'm surprised that hasn't come sooner. Venom is an amazing opper. He's probably one of the best in the league. I mean, you get Venom on an op in FLV, and it feels almost borderline impossible to take any site that he's holding.
Absolutely, but well, I am interested to see how they do it now. Amfreak with a quick dash shot down mid, but BBL has heard all about this, but he just can't land the shots. Amfreak with quick spray down. The crouch spray that we low elo players love to do. Ryu is going to be caught so unaware. Never mind. Blows his mind away. Sin does get Danny, but well, Ryu once again for the retake, for the refrag. Oh me, oh my. This guy is absolutely bonkers. What is that lineup from Takumi? This guy's a nerd. I am a Sova main, and I am telling you, this guy is a nerd. What is that? Just bounces it off the ledge. But hey, Venom already so dangerous on that CT heaven position. If the ISO ult grabs him though, that could be everything. Ball Handler does take down Milkshake. Takumi. A little bit of a whifferino. And Venom, oh no, he wanted to get this shorty spray down. And Ryu gets Casual Crazy. He is so confident he's gonna win this, but he does not. And ball handler.
Oh, nice try,
that
Casual.
was close. Casual Crazy almost secures the kill. But still, the advantage on the gunfight was to ball handler, and he did manage to close it out.
5-7, not...
To halftime.
Yeah,
not too bad.
Not bad. If I'm Gurt, I'm not even stressed at this point. I'm more focused on winning pistol, on what site would be their weakest site to hit, and...
Dude, look at the read once again.
Yeah, and if
look
I'm
at the absolute
thinking...
read once again. Oh, no, they're leaving. No, guys, don't leave. Your read was perfect. No, don't leave. Oh, no, they're not leaving. They're just setting up the Omen blind, and Yoru is going to set up a TP, and then he's going to stay on A. Oh, this is an absolute read once more. The problem is this map does take a little bit more to fight. It looks like they're just simply gonna fight for the control and not set up a trap play. As I say that, Amfreak and Sin just immediately get their heads taken off by Ryu and Danny. And it's already a 5v3. Oh me, oh my. It is a tale as old as time. And Pfeifer's Pets gets another sick read on the pistol round. First on the C mount play, now on the A main play. And both of them give them so much of an advantage. Ryu, does not see Venom leaving. But I believe still Danny here is going to be able to acquire all the information. Yep, the Cypher Cam will spot the players. Danny has heard them cross into garage. And well, has heard them, has seen them, and has taken them down. It's gonna be a 4K in the round. And please do not let this man get activated. Anyone but him. He's shown us what he can do, and if he starts heating up, well, I don't want to know what's this gonna be for Gurt, but it's not gonna be good.
These pistol reads that Pfeifer's Pets have been able to pull off, it's borderline unfair.
Yeah, it just feels unfair. They just know. Like, check their PCs, because these guys, like, you know, there's that famous meme clip, like, I don't know, but I swear this motherfucker's cheating. Well, this is the same thing. Like, I swear these guys are cheating. They just always seem to know. And well, Danny, ready with the Outlaw, one-shot kill weapon. The force buy does come through, and it's just going to be a garage flood, and well, Bull Handler gets one. Sin does manage to get one more. Ryu, you are a demon! And BBL gets one more. It's all left on to Venom. What can the Stinger find? Finds one, not find the second. Oh me, oh my, and the force, the G2 Stingers just don't go well at all. 9-5 and on to an eco that Gurtio goes.
It's just, at this point, like, you were down 5-7, now you're down 5-9. What are you thinking if you're Gurt at this point? And you force and you're back onto another awkward buy.
Yeah, it is desperation time here. It is hero play moment. This is the time to shine. If they want to do it, it has to be now. And Ryu, he is just locking down Amy. Oh my god, as I say that, the Ares double dink straight onto Danny's face. I believe that was through the wall, and well, Venom gets one more onto Bull Handler. And it's just two guns that are easy to recover. And if they wanted to win a round, what a way to do it. Unless Danny, well, manages to find one. If he can find something else, that would be absolutely amazing. Sin here, a bit of help needed from Venom. The kill is still found. And it's all left onto a 4v2. If they can win this, Pfeifer's Pets, this is just going to be the backbreaker that will end up probably finishing off Gurtio. And well, that's a one way to do it, but Venom, quick on the refrag. This Outlaw that he's picked up, it's just been amazing, and Sin holding a double takes him down in 6-9, and well, it's stabilized. The economy is back to normal, but still a lot of work to be done on the map.
And honestly, one round closer to bringing it to a tie. That's what I would be thinking as Gurt. It's one round at a time.
Absolutely, it's just round by round.
When you send, especially when you send Pfeifer's Pets back to a semi-awkward buy.
And look at this. I don't like this from Amfreak. Amfreak is just going to peek window, and he's going to run into 3 players. Yeah.
Yikes.
I mean, he manages to get one, though. That is the best value for your money you could get. And Venom just sees the arm of Danny and outlaws him through the wall. Oh, Ryu, this is not a position to be in. Oh, he manages to get one. But Sin ever so quick on the uptake. Manages to find Takumi as well, but Spike is down. I mean, they eventually need to pick it up, and that's just gonna get BBL a chance to do something. There it is. Beautiful shot.
A gun in the hands of BBL.
Yeah, a Vandal is acquired. This is doable. Oh, I don't know if the jump was the play, though. He tried to overstep his bounds, and Sin quickly taught him why he shouldn't be doing that. I mean, he had to try to make a hero play, right? Had to equalize the numbers, get it to a 1v1, but just ran into two of the players. And I feel like if Freak didn't manage to get Ball Handler there on the swing, and he had just been taken down, well, the story of the round could have been so much different, because Pfeifer Spats, disciplined as they are, would just back down, play the 5v4, and things get really, really awkward. Now Venom, attack operator, is going to be set up on the angle, and well, Danny, you have to wait on your Sova Dart for a reason. Greeds the orb, and just pays the price. Caliber 50 to the chest, you're not surviving that. Smoke will come down onto the C-Long. BBL knows he is getting pressured, he is getting rushed. And well, Freak misses the dash, does not get onto the top side, but maybe that was never the intention to begin with. BBL manages to find Milkshake, but the refrag is there. And it's a 4v3 right now. Ryu, I feel like you want to go for the ISO ult here, try to equalize the picks. But he is not just popping it quite yet. Shield will fade down. Maybe this is the opportunity the Gurt Yo needs to put some more rounds on the board, to put the equalizer, to take this map home. And well, the flash comes through. Paranoia. Ryu finds Sin, lost from life, finds one more, but still the operator has so much more work to do! And he finds it all. And well, a bit of a whiff, a bit of a miss, but he can swing, he can win. Oh, Spike ticking down, and Casual Crazy on the long is just denying the defuse. Venom, he has just played this so damn well, and Casual Crazy.
Venom is insane.
Finishing it all. I don't know how Venom has done that. If they had focused on Venom, just beeline straight go kill Venom, I feel like they would have won the round, but instead, he's able to isolate 1v1s with the positioning so well around the box on the C-bomb side, around the Jenny. And well, he manages to find 3 and just ring around the rosies, leaves, and is able to stay alive.
Yeah, and I am glad to see someone stepping up to be able to help Sin with the frags.
Absolutely, and now the recon will come through on A-main. That will confirm there is nobody there, but it's going to be fast B execute. Ball handler knows information acquired. Smoke will come through on the main, as will the vulnerable. So the execute not quite there just yet. But still, there's no reason for Pfeifer Speds, for Dirtio, sorry, to be scared about it, because they just pivot fast into C, and BBL is just on an island here. He just needs some help and does not even manage to spot one player. Oh my god, almost found Freak with that Sheriff. Did not quite close it out. That is no bueno for any of them, as Venom finds one, but Bull Handler finds the refrag onto Sin and Danny. Flash is just gorgeous, son. It's a 3v3, and it's a 3v2, and it's a 3v1, and it's all left onto Casual once more. Can the low elo Cypher do it all? Checks the cam, gets the tag, but this is just not going to be the diffuser. Gets one, but the spike is still being stuck, and the defuse will go through. Takumi just gets it across the line, and Casual, ever so wistful that the operator is on the angle, just does not want to swing, does not want to give his gun away. But still, on the round that once again should have been Gurtio's most favored one, on the eco, Pfeifer Spets just go blow for blow and take it home.
You see Venom find... Oh, never mind, he sold it. He was going to go with an outlaw, it looked like.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you find him finding comfort in these hard-hitting range weapons.
Oh my god, BBL, you just risked your life by doing that. It ends up being fine though, so nothing to be too ashamed of, and well, BBL has managed to find 3 on the side, 4! What is this guy doing? And well, Ryu will win the ISO ult. Oh
Wow.
my goodness, I need to see a replay on that. Unfortunately, we do not have the feed. But hey, you could see the kills from BBL just go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Completely shutting down the C site. And oh my goodness, this guy is a monster.
8 to 11. This is where you need to start playing a little more smart as Gurt Yo.
Absolutely, you cannot afford to make any more mistakes. You do not want to let this go on to match point. And look at these, the economic cycle is just in favor of Pfeifer's Pets. The old cycle, the numbers, everything is in their favor. Ryu is dropping 30 on their heads. And well, the round hasn't even gone yet, but I feel like this is all done and dusted. Every player falls, and it's all left up to Venom. He can find 2, make it a 2v1. Flash, absolutely gorgeous. The players already creeping up onto the side, and Venom. Oh my goodness, he's doing it, but he's so unaware of BBL's position. He is so smart, man. This guy just crept up, left Venom to get the popping swing, get the 1v1 against Ball Handler, and that just led Venom to think there's no one on the site. The Cypher is still on C, he's rotating right now. And well, he had already snuck onto Hell. He had such an easy time getting that kill.
And honestly, if I'm Gurt Yo, I'm telling my team, hey, I don't think our 5-mans are working. We need to spread out. We need to work picks. We need to wait for something to come our way instead of trying to take it ourselves, because this is just not working.
Absolutely, and well, the operator on the hands of Danny is gonna find Sin, and this is the beginning of the end. It's gonna be 3 players waiting on this side. Venom does manage to find one, and an upshot whiff from Danny, though, equalizes the entire round to Kumi, trying to make something work, and oh, Venom. He's so close up. Ryu has managed to find one. Kumi had no idea about Venom, though, and Ryu is now left on a 1v2. But at the level this guy is playing, if somebody can find it, it's gonna be him. The read, though, is not accurate. He is rotating over to A. Meanwhile, both Venom and Milkshake are making their way towards C. The site should be free. The Recon, though, will be invested. That means it's not gonna be there for the post-plant, but well, the surprise is now gonna come through for Ryu. He's gonna realize, oh crap, they planted on C. He gonna haul ass all the way across the map. Rifle in hand, and well, Shifterino, as he
I
does
like
not
this
know.
from Gurt Yo. They've figured out that they are giving too many ones, so they are just both playing off-site.
Can we check real quick if the ISO has his wall available? Oh, he just used it. Oh, he just used it, and that's gonna be, I fear, a critical mistake. The spike ticking ever so slow. He needs to get on the top of it, and Milkshake pops his head off. On the C-long bomb site, that ISO wall, if you right-click it in front of the spike, is so good because it lasts so damn long. It leaves the the attackers no other choice but to just haul us up C long and try to get you off of that bomb. So a little bit, if you ask me, of a misplay there from Ryu, but time was ticking. He was pressured, and I can't blame him for how he played the 1v2. Really good round from Gurt Yo here, 9 to 12. 3 chances, or we will see over time. I like this, though, from Pfeifer's Pets. They're taking so much space up in C. Basically, Gurt Yo are committed to this site hit. They have put so many numbers, they have put so many people, and Ball Handler immediately takes down Freak. And Gurt Yo are committed. They have no map presence. Danny is just waiting for them. And well, the Venom is gonna hear him TP across, that's for sure. Venom absolutely knows Danny is here, and I don't think Danny knows, but he doesn't need to. Danny doesn't need to know anything at all, and oh, a little bit of a whiff, a little bit of a miss. That could have been the game right there and then. Instead, it's gonna be a 3v3, and Sin picking off BBL straight across the pool, and Sin picking off Ryu as well. It's all left onto Ball Handler. Can he make it happen? He knows where Venom is. He has no idea about Casual. Can he find the picks, though? He's a little bit paranoid about someone on the flank, but that's just not the case.
Spike planted.
He needs to smoke across, and he does just that. And well, he's gonna catch the timing onto Venom. This is absolutely best case scenario. He hears the Cypher trip on main. And he knows exactly the positioning of the enemy player. Cypher gonna be able to get the camera, and well, Bull Handler was just unaware, and he's gonna take it. Oh no, he didn't dare stick it. He doesn't know. He doesn't understand the side is
oh my
not
god.
landed. The casual crazy with the 3K for the tournament live. Stays alive. And oh me, oh my, that was one hell of a round. And man, if Danny had to whiff on one round, Gurt just got bailed. Because Danny there, after that flash, could have killed Milkshake and could have killed Venom for free. And if that had happened, the crunch would have come in, and I believe that would have been the end of that. Instead, we're up, still alive, and on an eco from Pfeifer's Pets. But honestly, that just scares me. Because Pfeifer's Pets have only lost one eco in this series, I believe. And I don't think they want to make this the second one. BBL though, backing away from CT.
Look how fast Pfeifer's Pets is ready to retake this.
Yeah, they have no space. Dude, Gurtio has no space. They are just committed to playing on the side. The Omen Blind has been cast though, and no follow-up, and Venom, well, is able to pick that operator, Sin. One more onto Takumi, and Sin manages to line everyone up. It has to be a Danny 1v5 ace, and as good as he is... Oh, hold on a second. The man was making it happen, but in the end, the operator is just too much.
Now you're one round away from bringing it to overtime. Do you change what you were doing as Gurt-Yo, or do you say, screw it, what we've been doing the last few rounds have worked, even though it's been the same thing they've been getting rolled on? Do we continue to 5-man hit, or do we continue to take space anywhere, or on the whole map?
Tried and true. I think it just has to be the tried and true. They know the C hit has been working, and they're just gonna go for it.
But they are going into the stack side. I mean, Danny, Cypher, and Ball Handler all hovering towards the C area.
Yeah,
and look at that. That instant reaction.
This could be very, very dangerous. One Freak waiting in the smoke. Sin will find BBL. That's one way to start the round. And Ryu has to absolutely win this ISO ultimate. Can he find the big? Yes, he can. 1 HP for him, but he manages to do the impossible. And look at this. Oh, Danny, a little bit of a whiff, and he did not clear Milkshake, and Milkshake is going huge. Ryu left on a 1v3.
Oh my god. We're going to fucking... Oh, sorry. We're going to overtime.
Absolutely. Overtime on the cards.
This has to be the most overwhelming feeling of confidence ever for Gurt-Yo. They have brought it back from what, 7?
8 to 12. 8 to 12 was the scoreboard. And they have managed to claw their way back up onto the light. 12 to 12 now, as Pfeifer's Pets once again on that attack side. We've seen them be so disciplined and so good at this. Can they find one more round? Or can Gurt-Yo put them on match point to send us into Icebox? The operator, no shield, coming from the side of Venom. No drone either. That could be a very critical piece of information when you are going onto the retake.
Oh, back up, Milkshaker. About to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, Milkshake and Sin here. They are about to face the tune. They are about to face the pressure.
That's not good.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that, but no real commitment coming here from the side of Pfeifer's Pets. Trying to bait someone into making a mistake, but so far, it's no bueno, and it's Sin. If you peek, you're gonna run into the double stack. Either Sin gets... Oh, never mind, they backed off. I was gonna say, if Sin peeks, it's either he gets 3 or he dies. But it's just not gonna be the case. Danny
hovering around B side.
Yeah, they are still wanting to re-hit B, and well, Gurt-Yo knows about this. They have the read. Oh. Sin managed to find one. Ryu has fallen
Best case scenario, if you're Gurt-Yo, you play your numbers, you get out.
This is best case scenario, and now it's all left onto BBL, Wallhammer, and Takumi. Can Takumi make
Casual Crazy going for the spray.
It's a little bit of a whiff on the spray for Casual Crazy, and now the seaside. It's only Sin left, but only Sin might
Sin
be a bit too
going
much
for the-
Sin. And oh my
Sin.
goodness.
Showing up when Gurt Yo needs it. Sin 32 and 18, Venom 27 and 18. These are the types of numbers we expect to see when we see these two play together on a team. These are the type of rounds we expect to see. We expect to see the hero plays. We expect to see those clean headshots. Sin and Venom, the synergy is there. They are shutting down the competition. This is what all of FLV has come to expect from these two.
Absolutely, and I was gonna say, just Sin might be a little bit too much Sin. I would prefer like only half of Sin or something like that. I don't know if I can take the full, and Pfeifer Spades couldn't either. Now the Recon Dart is gonna come onto that seaside, and the lineup is gonna miss, actually. That's gonna be a very crucial mistake, and well, Cypher Shocks will not clear the close trip. But it was just all a ruse. It was just all a diversion. On the other side of the map, gonna be Sin making his way. Oh me, oh my. Those are some nasty shots here from Takumi, and well, the spike is recovered by Casual Crazy. Venom is just not gonna connect on the upshot, and now the information is acquired. Venom
is so aggressive with this op.
Oh my god, Ryu cannot find the shot onto Venom. He's already found two. And this operator is so dangerous, and I think we are gonna go. Oh, BBL puts numbers once back again in their favor, and I thought this was it. I thought it was done, but now it's all left onto the low elo players. It's all left onto Milkshake and Casual Crazy, and they know he is here, and they are gonna double swing him, and they're gonna take his life. Can Casual clutch? He sees nobody is on the bomb. The camera is taken down, and he is stacked up, and the swing is not gonna connect. One more time, we go into OT, 13-13.
I know Sin has been liking his op attack, but I just don't think that's what... Or sorry, I know Venom has been liking his op attack, but I just don't think that's what Gurt Yo needs right now.
Absolutely, and well, he's done an absolutely amazing job in still being able to find those picks, still being able to make it work. But man, it is just so complicated when you don't have that firepower and you need to be absolutely pixel perfect with every shot. Now the operator will in fact calm down on the defense side, which is, you know, more of the standard choice. Casual Crazy though starts to feel a bit of the pressure. Pops the Cypher cage, and well, Sin already waiting for him on the side. Paranoia is just no bueno.
That instant parry from Danny.
Onto Ryu. And now that is exactly what they need. Casual gets one more, but BBL takes him down. It's going to be a 3v3 retake. And this operator on the hands of Venom turns from an absolute asset into, well, I was going to say a liability, but the smoke was bad on the CT and Bull Handler just dies. And now,
and Freak gets one.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Down.
And Gurt Yo do not want to lose their map pick. They want to take it to Icebox. They want to go to map 5, and they want to play this out. They want to make this a series. They want to stop any disrespect that Pfeifer's Pets have been laying on them, and they want to make a statement of it at the same exact time.
I absolutely agree, and I mean, at this point, it looks like it's just destined to be. And well, it's just those little mistakes, it's just the critical errors. The smoke on CT was just not good from Bull Handler, and it left him wide open as he TP'd onto the top box.
Let's hold tab and look back at what I've mentioned. You have Venom off of the op. I think this is best case scenario.
I think this just might be the round. I think this just might be it. The A control already being taken. Danny pinked up. The drone will come through from Takumi, will clear that main area, and will spot 1, 2, 3 players. At this point, they already know. The execute is coming through. This has to be something they cannot afford to lose. Danny with one first pick. Ustoria, Sin, combines for one.
And this could be it. This could be it. We are going to Icebox. I'm calling it. Gurt Yo has made a statement.
Gurt Yo has said We are taking this to map 5, and now it's all left onto Ball Handler and BBL. Can they make this happen? Oh, first few shots, information acquired though. Casual Crazy will take that one more, and BBL
Oh my
falls
god.
15 to 13.
67 damn kills between Venom and Sin. 67. Sin
That
being,
is
or Venom being
ridiculous.
a Sova.
That is absolutely incredible, and well, it just pays off. I just want to point out, Ryu is Platinum 3, and he's going to their level. Absolutely incredible game from him. Danny having a bit of a slower one, but still 23 and 22. And it's once again falling down to those lower elo players, and this time Casual Crazy and Milkshake, they were able to show up, and it was hard fought, but eventually the map went their way.
I agree. And you know what, Zeta? I think that they already know how we felt about the game just because of our reactions from casting. So if it's okay with you, I'm just going to shoot this one straight over to the analysts and see what they have to say about it.
Absolutely.
And here we are. Oh my, what a game.
Yeah.
I think we're going to keep this one short because I feel like our caster, Zeta, probably needs a bit of a break after 4 straight games. But quick reactions, Noah, Zeta? Quick reactions from that game?
Map 5, give it to me.
Absolutely, yeah. I don't know how to feel. This is going to be an absolute banger. And honestly, after that sunset, I thought Pfeiffer's Pets was going to close everything out. After this, I just have no idea what's going to happen.
All right, and then now give me your quick predictions, and then we'll send it off to a quick break. Zeta, who do you think's going to win it?
Pfeiffer's Pets.
Noah?
I'm gonna have to go with Gurt, yo.
And I will abstain from saying so that we can leave the suspense in there and you guys don't actually know the script as it was written. But we're going to leave it to a bit of a break, about 5 minutes, and then we'll be back. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll be back in just 5 minutes.
Season 21 lock-in grand finals map point, match point, map 5, icebox. Me no sentence work. Zeta?
Absolutely, and it could not have been any other way. What a way to start the season. What a series we've been having. It's been hard-fought wins on the Gurtio's map picks for them. It's been 13-10 and 15-13. On the other side, on Pfeiffer's oh, never mind. Actually, Pfeiffer's picked Lotus. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. My brain is fried with so much action. But anyways, we're gonna duke it out on this icebox, and once again, it is one hell of a match. Sin back on the Reyna, Venom back on the Jet.
Double controller on Pfeiffer's pet side.
Yep, double controller coming through.
They're considering it.
Yeah, they are, and Danny, he seems to be very comfortable on that Omen, and you know, this is the one time I'm not sure if I like this so much. The comp is going to be exactly identical except for what Sin and Danny decide to do with their agents, and this once around, I don't really enjoy so much the double controller. I would much prefer a double initiator, so I believe this is the time that the comp has been the most equalized out of it all. And well, it comes down to 5, and it's just been absolute cinema. What can I say?
Sorry, I'm taking a sip of water, but I am excited to see how this game plays out. Obviously, it's the last map of the series. I do like Gurtio's comp a little bit more, just because it's a little more reminiscent of the the average rank stack comp with the double duelists and such. Especially with the types of duelists you're going for. You're going for the entry and kind of like the lurker, aiming duelist. But either way, I feel like each comp can cook in its own special way. It's just going to be, like I said, a little more methodical for Pfeiffer's pets. They're not going to have as much firepower or aggressiveness to take these early fights. All they really have to work with are these two controllers and their blinds and mollies and stuff. But we'll see how it all works out in the end.
Absolutely, and well, it's gonna start out with a heavy, fast A main take from the side of Pfeiffer's pets. On the other side of the map, it's just gonna be a 5-man hit B. Only 2 players there to meet them. It's gonna be Ball Handler, it's gonna be BBL. It's the Viper and the KJ that pair up so well on this map. And already, the side has been taken, Jet has dashed in, and well, looking at Sin, what can he do? What can he find? And that is a quick kill onto Takumi. No heal coming through though, so no 150 HP that on this pistol can be so dangerous. Venom though, already creeped up, manages to find the shot. Danny equalizing, and Ryu, so does he. But it's a little bit of an awkward fight, and it's all left on to Danny to start things off. Can the man find the 1v3? Can the man pick them all off? And well, Recon Dart gonna reveal the position, and Freak so disciplined. Jiggle peeks but does not swing, and well, Molly, absolutely gorgeous, and Venom, a little bit of a whiff, but eventually the kill is found. 1-0, Gurtio take the pistol round.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but Gurtio has not won that many pistols, right?
Nope.
Or they have one.
They have one in Haven, one in Lotus, and now one on Icebox. And well,
it's their buys that they lose, right? Because they
actually they did not win any pistols on Lotus. They lost both pistols, but they won the eco. So well, there you have it. They've won 2 pistols, I believe, on this entire series. And well, the moment where you have to do it is when it matters the most. It's a map 5 for all the marbles, and that's when they're doing it. So yeah, an Outlaw immediately coming through from Venom. You know he is an absolute master with this weapon. He's gonna go on top pipes, and well, Takumi is just gonna say hello. The shorty immediately takes Venom down, and please, please, please don't let this be an eco. There is just nothing that would hurt more to the side of Gurtio here, and Freak already on top pipes. There's 3 players stacked on the side with a 4th waiting on the screens. Sheriff will not come through, and now Freak does manage to find the kill. Danny, a little bit of a tag, and Ryu holding on the angle. Both shots from Sin are expended, but eventually it is a cleanup of the house. It is all left once again onto Ball Handler. Can he find a double
Spike
dink?
planted.
Can he find a kill? Can he find the clutch? And Freak waiting on the top side, and well, Ball Handler has no idea about it.
I don't want to say anything, because I don't want to jinx anything. But I am so happy with the outcome. Maybe not Venom getting buckied up the crotch, or shortied up the crotch.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see how it goes. Because this is the round that actually makes a huge difference. Pfeiffer's pets need to avoid getting bonused, but the operator.
Oh my god, they have an op. I didn't even realize.
And this is a crazy investment, but if they manage to make it work, it could mean everything. And well, Icebox. Quite attacker-sided map, if you ask me. And if they manage to snowball these first few rounds, well. Things are not going to be good for the Pfeiffer's pets, and Ryu. Such an aggressive position. He's already taken, and this is not what you want to be doing. You don't want to be taking these kinds of risks, and well, Freak and Milkshake find one apiece, and everyone's just go scrambling. The operator is gonna be ready for Takumi, just an arm.
Oh my god.
BBL falls too. And it's all left onto Ball Handler, and well, manages to find one, does not manage to find the second, actually. I thought it would be an easy peasy kill, but the bonus is converted, and man, I feel like after the amazing series they've played, Pfeiffer's pets have to be starting to panic.
What do you think about, what does it say about Gurt-Yo's confidence levels, knowing that they're giving their entry duelist on attack an operator?
I think it's just sky high. I think the confidence is just soaring right now for Gurt-Yos. After they managed to win that Haven, after they managed to close it out, I feel like they are just knowing this is their shot. This is their chance to win it all. And well, Bull Handler, the Stinger, just not gonna be good enough. Sin, one bullet into the forehead, and that's all she wrote. Side take slowly coming through. The Viper wall that eventually missed. That's not what you want to be seeing, but still, firepower from everyone here. Ryu. Uh-oh. That's not what you want to be seeing if you're Venom. Just a stray bullet into the forehead from a Sheriff.
The operator is in such an awkward position to retrieve as well.
Yeah, absolutely, but still, I feel like the man advantage, the gun advantage, should be good enough here for the Gurt-Yo players. Wistoria, Sin, trying to creep up, trying to see if he can make a play. The plant will come through. And now it's going to be a 4v4 retake with gun advantage on the side of Gurt-Yo. Can they manage to find the eco? Can they do it again, is the question. The Viper Orb is absolutely gorgeous, and, well, Sin, an isolated 1v1, he'll be winning those. Ryu does not manage to find any shots, nor does Danny. And well, the top players are just not managed to hit anything at all, and Sin.
And there we go. Sin's first ace. Let's make sure we clip that. Round 4 of
Absolutely.
The map.
And well, I mean, if you have a moment to feel yourself, if you have a moment to go massive, you know it's gotta be this one. And he's been going massive the entire series, don't get me wrong, but like, if he can do it this one too, then it would just be the championship. And at this point, Pfeiffer's pets down 4-0. I know this is panic mode. I know this is the moment where after you win Sunset so dominantly, after you lose the lead, and well, Danny almost about to fall.
Oh my god!
And once again, another entry peak, and you know that they are starting to panic. They are starting to crumble. Look at what Venom is doing. He's floating down with an operator on his hand. The confidence is soaring, and Amfreak starting to feel himself as well, but Ryu does manage to get to Ball Handler. Almost falls. The Phantom Dink just not quite there to close it out. Still, one round on the board, and it's little that it goes
Op has been kept out of play, though.
Absolutely. The op has been denied. It has not been picked up. But I don't know what Pfeiffer's pets are more comfortable with.
I do have a suspicion that they are saving for another op, though, with Venom not buying here and choosing to just pop his ultimate.
Absolutely. He knows he needs to pull out this operator. And well, the blades in the hands of the right player, they're just as dangerous as a rifle, if not more, with 100% accuracy. Even ball handler, the aggressive angle, over peaks, overstays is welcome. And Sin will get the refrag. I don't think the reference is good for the Viper roll. I think we're just missing a reference on the side of Milkshake here, because it's the second time we've seen it just go off the mark. But still, the lockdown in play will force every player down, and the site should be theirs to take. There it goes off. The spike's still not planted, though. And this is a bit of a surprise, because this is just going to allow Pfeiffer's pets to have so much more time.
They're already starting to flood back
Well,
in little by little.
He's just going to swing, and he's going to find one, but man, they're making the dangerous plays, and this could eventually go wrong. Maybe a bit too much confidence on their side right now as Milkshake feels like a bit of a lag spike, but still he falls. Now it's all left onto Sin and Venom. Can't make it work. Never mind, Venom is not even alive. It's casual crazy. Well, the tap of the spike, the spam comes through, and BBL has never had an easier gunfight in his life. He's gonna take it. He's gonna get... excuse me. Can we defuse the spike? There we go. Absolutely. The ultimate will be found on BBL as well eventually. I think they were looking for the operator. And then they realized Venom was just ulting this round. And well, 4-2. Staunching the bleeding, starting to pick back up momentum.
I knew it. It's going to be an op versus an op.
Absolutely. And this is going to determine, I think, the pace of the game. The operator in Icebox is such a deadly tool. And I cannot overestimate just how much this operator duel matters to how the game will go. Oh me, oh my. And Freak, that was a very wide jump peak, considering how good some players are with that operator. And well, Venom is just holding that. I don't think Ryu wants to swing. And no. Oh, not fast enough with that cloak burst. And oh me, oh my. The spam is coming through, and now his position is compromised, but he can get the shot. Can do more. No, he cannot. The no-scope not quite there. BBL, though, manages to take one down Venom. Another one to his name. And I think the operator is just going to run rampant. There it is. It's the third on the board. And can he find the operator ace? I'm already looking forward to it. There you go. That's the fourth. One bullet on the chamber.
Oh man.
Danny manages to get it done, but still has to win the 1v2 against the Crossfire, and he has no idea where Sin is. He has no idea about this at all. He's got on the timing, though. Oh, the recon. The reveal. It eventually comes through, and well, Sin very quick to put a bullet in the forehead. No operator picked up, though, so Venom will just have to buy one of his own.
No, I think they got it. Oh, and maybe not.
No, they didn't. I feel like they invested. Oh, maybe the other player then. Maybe Casual Crazy did pick up one of the ops. Oh, Observer, can we go look at Venom real quick? I want to see what operator skin he has. Yes, Casual Crazy indeed picked up the op from Yellow. So that's how they saved it. And now, it's gonna be an economic round on the side of Pfeiffer's pets. Just sheriffs across the board against the full buy here, and this could spiral out of control really quickly. Now the lineup, the reference, has finally been acquired. The Viper will, still a bit short, still not the greatest. But it's covering up at least the heaven side, and well, Viper's pit has been invested. Venom updrafting onto top side, but I'm looking at Danny's position here, and I'm thinking he's gonna get one more, but Venom finding the shot on the Takumi, and it's all left on to Danny. Can he find two? The trigger discipline is just gorgeous. Oh, he has spotted Venom. Okay, manages to land the shot. Viper speed goes down as Am Freak will take down Bull Handler in the middle of the rotation, and the spike will go down, so it's still a 3v4. I don't
Sith
think
is in
Anthony
such a
knows.
dangerous position here.
Yeah, I don't think, he doesn't know anything whatsoever, and the operator, just a simple shot. And now Milkshake, very wise, very intelligent, decides, hey, we cannot absolutely not lose this round. Decides to invest in it. Sin has already fallen, though. Milkshake does find one.
Oh my god,
find
Milkshake.
two. Can't even find the third. This guy, an absolute demon of the world, and well, he doesn't know the no-scope is gonna come through. Is it another ace for Danny? Oh, the shock dart, the Sunder's Fury. And no time on that bomb. What a smart play from Casual Crazy. And the round win will be theirs, Danny. Almost another ace clutch.
Good play by
Casual
Casual
denies.
to bust out that ult to force him off and not be able to get that defuse, but Milkshake with the ult plus the 2 kills.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the first kill onto BBL was pretty much a guarantee, but the second kill onto Ryu was absolutely massive. And it basically just won them the round. And I mean, if you're Pfeifer Spat here, you're just grasping at straws. You're just like, hey, I mean, at least they expanded to ultimates. You're hoping you can get a kill here with the operator, and well, Ryu can absolutely do that. Ooh, almost finding Venom as well. Will be tagged up by this Recon Dart, but really no kill that can be found off the back of it. Oh, this is aggressive. This is aggressive, and Venom is teaching him exactly why he shouldn't be doing that. A quick operator kill, and once again, one of the Jets reigns supreme. The blades popped, whiffed. The Omen Blind does come through, but nothing quite off the back of it. And Milkshake, a beautiful headshot Sin with one of his own. And well, it's just all coming down. The crouch spam, the crouch run, and Milkshake to close it out.
Insane.
Gurt are feeling themselves.
And if you're Pfeifer's Pets, what do you think Pfeifer's Pets is saying to is talking? What do you think their VC sounds like? Because you know that they've been absolutely rolling Gurt in some of these rounds and on some of these maps, and they've been doing so in a dominant fashion as well. What do you think is going so wrong this map for them?
I think it's just the way Icebox is. I don't think they're necessarily making too many mistakes aside from like slight mispositionings, things you cannot really ask. And well, as I say that, Ryu immediately gets one. But the operator here, it's just so quick, and Sin gets one more, and even the aggression that they tried to do, Bull Handler caught out with utility on his hand. Takumi, though, answers in the middle. Sin, he's so fast. He's already on site. He is so quick, and well, he has no idea, Takumi. Will just fall down to Milkshake, and you know, the round is closed, but is it really? 8-2 on the scoreboard. And I feel like the script this tournament is gonna be just a repetition of the VCT lock-in. Is it a coincidence, Mason? Are we on lock-in? Are we on map 5? Are we on Icebox? And are we getting crushed?
We might be, but all I have to say is, if I'm Sin, if I'm Venom, I can breathe a little bit easier right now. I can take a breath. I'm telling myself we can afford a little mistake here and there. We are up 6 rounds.
Absolutely, and ooh, Ryu crispy with it, and he's just not giving them anything at all. And well, Casual tries to take a gander. Gets out on 2 HP. I know Ryu is mad about that one, because that's a 148 if I've ever seen one. But hey, still numbers advantage. Still the ult advantage. I feel like if I am Pfeifer Spats, I am not messing around, and I am investing the lockdown on this very round to make sure I get away with it. They need this round. They need to get that count as far up as possible. And well, Casual Crazy, 2 HP. There are shock darts that could come through, and well, not quite just yet. If that had been a shock dart with a bounce instead of a recon, Casual was dead. But Milkshake, oh, he denied the KJ ult, and Bull Handler, well, Takumi ends up managing to get the trade. The shock dart is good, but not good enough. Oh, Casual is dead. 2 HP in a dream, and well, the stick is just gonna come right through. Ball handler does manage to take down Sin. 8-3 we go. Mason, I think this is a Fnatic repetition.
You think
I
so?
think we're ever so closer to the 9-3, and oh me oh my, if they lose the pistol and they win again, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna be ever so happy.
I don't know. Sin and Venom are just such heavy shooters right now. It's so hard to tell.
Dude, even Sin and Venom, they're Aspes and less. They are loud against, well, the discipline, the struggling of, well, Pfeifer Spets that would be Fnatic in this metaphor. And well, there you go, Venom finding one more. Ball handler, what can he do? He can find one.
Nice trade from Man Freak.
Crucial refrag and the KJ ult. The lockdown will mean Gurt Yo needs to get out of here, or at least they need to wait. But still, numbers advantage to them.
You should run.
And now, the offensive lockdown. They were just waiting for it. They just waited out the lockdown from the defense side of things, and they put in play one of their own. Spike is gonna come down. And well, what can Gurt Yo find? Can they make this a clean last round? Can they win it all? That's the question that is on everyone's minds. BBL already creeping up from the side. It's a lot of space that's being taken by them, but look at this. They are so disciplined. They're just playing on the main. They're playing on the yellow. They're not giving anyone anything at all. And Milkshake, the spam is good for a 1. And Amfreak finds 1. And Sin finds the last. 9-3 on Icebox to the halftime. I have seen this one before.
Let's give a shout out to Milkshake. I truly feel like he deserves it. He's been coming in. He may not be the most flashy player. He may not have the most kills on Gurt Yo, but god damn it, he is coming through. He is getting the kills that are needed.
Absolutely.
That are needed.
This guy is bronze, like bronze or iron PR. Let's just realize that for a second. This guy has so much impact and so much value for the player he is, and I feel like he deserves a huge props, and he is playing an incredible part on, well, if Gurt Yo manages to win on this win.
Here.
Well, fast A main take. The pistol round that could decide everything. KJ turret, the spike is gonna be on the floor, and oh, Venom already tagged up. Cannot find the shot. I feel one of them was a wallbang through the box, and that's just why BBL cannot die. Or maybe he had a shield. Sin. Oh, this guy is absolutely amazing. But Ryu eventually manages to take him down. Bomb will come down, and Alfred killed Ryu, who dashed into a KJ Molly. Oh no, disaster on the board, and it has to be perfection here from Danny if he wants to pull this one across the line, and he just can't finish it out.
Oh my
god. 10-3. Are they going to force? Is
Pfeifer coming out?
Pfeifer Spets are forcing. I've seen this storyline before. I'm telling you, Mason, I've seen this before. I don't know, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do if these guys actually manage to come back.
But when does it start is the question. They have to start making something happen.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you want it to be this round, right? You want to win this one. But if we are sticking to the true storyline, there's still one more that Gurt Yo can win before Pfeifer Spirits start their comeback. And well, oh, careful, where Venom just took down Ryu. BBL though manages to get a good refrag onto Sin, and Venom is in an awkward position. He can't quite really get out. I feel like the offensive Viper wall was actually helping Venom out more than the attackers though. And he's gonna face clear it, but BBL got an advantage on that position. Amfreak with a good refrag, and look at Danny. Look at Danny. Danny's gonna manage to find one more. Casual Crazy and Milkshake now have to clutch up. And well, maybe it's not the exact same storyline. Maybe it's gonna be this round. The Pfeifer Spets are going to win. But I can feel the pressure mounting. And well, there you go. Beacon Dart broken, shot, not found. Danny takes down Milkshake and Casual Crazy with an Outlaw in his hands. He's just gonna be forced to save. He's not even gonna manage to do that, as the bomb will claim his life. However, that's one kill, that's one ultimate point towards that Hounder's Fury. It may have been worth it in the end. Now, here, Loud, or Gurt, however you want to call them, I'm all into this metaphor, are forced into sort of an awkward buy. They have to save, only Milkshake and Casual can buy. But on the other side of things, the buy is not so great either for Pfeifer's pets.
Yeah, a lot of light shields and regen shields coming through. Stinger.
Absolutely. Stingers,
Ares,
Judges.
the Guardian.
Yeah, I mean, the Guardian and the Ares and the Stinger are actually going to pay off huge dividends here, though, because 3 people without a shield can be an absolutely devastating thing to face. And, well, Venom tried to make a hero play. It just did not work out. The Sheriff on Sin is an absolute danger weapon. Can he manage to find something? Of course he can. He's always good for those, and Amfreak is good for one more. And this is a disaster on the main stage if you are a fan of Pfeifer's pets. Still, something to their name, but it's still not much, because 2 Vandals have already been acquired for this round on the side of Gurt. The Ares and the Stinger are picked up as well, and now, not even the gun advantage is going in their favor. Recon not gonna tag anyone, but look at Amfreak. He's managed to just overstep the Killjoy turret, and Casual Crazy is getting more on side, and Sin is doing the proper. Danny manages to find one and immediately ults away onto the B site. But can he win the 1v2? He's gonna plant for top site. I don't know if this is the correct decision. Casual Crazy
I don't know about them
already
splitting up.
creeping up on the Snowman. Oh, Sin could have such an awkward timing here for Danny. Oh, I think he's heard him. I think he's heard a light step from Sin. Oh, but he does not manage to find the kill. And that's a backbreaker to lose. The eco that was Pfeifer's Pet's classic round to win has now been acquired from the side of Gurt, and 11-4.
I was honestly a little worried about how that round would go, because if you paid attention, Milkshake and Casual Crazy were the only ones that bought up rifles, leaving Sin and Venom with nothing but a Sheriff in the Classic.
Yeah, and if they had lost that and lost all the rifles, then the next buy would have also been awkward, and maybe the economic snowball could have started to give Pfeifer's Pets something to dream about. But at this point, the economy has been reset. It's only Milkshake with a Stinger. The rest have full rifles to their name, and well, I think this just might be the beginning of the end. Look at Venom's positioning. This guy is feeling himself. This guy is just being aggressive, and he's gonna dash on through, and he's gonna find 2. And this is why you never count Venom out. Ryu manages to find Casual Crazy, but Sin with a crazy quick refrag, and well...
Oh, wow.
Okay. Wait, Ryu is the best to ever do it. And BBL will find one, but Sin quick on the refrag again. Oh my goodness, Ryu. There is a chance.
Run.
There is a world. Are you telling me there is a world in which Ryu wins this? And the answer is yes. He has all the information he needs. He has heard the steps. Can he land the shot? 45 HP. Durka versus Aspas. For the clutch, the same planned spot. Half is gonna be stuck. Half is gonna be taken.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Fake!
And the kill. That is a blunder that you cannot have.
And
that is something you cannot have.
Broken as Gurt get to 12. And it's a heartbreak for the Pfeifer's Pets.
If I am Pfeifer's Pets, I am hitting myself. That is something that you just cannot have happen.
Yeah, I just cannot believe the way he's lost that. If I am Ryu right now, I mean, my heart is on the ground. I've just, you know, my soul has left my body. And it's gonna take heroics to pick it back up.
That has to be the most discouraging feeling in the world. Especially knowing that this
Absolutely,
is
and
last
well,
map. Oh my god.
This is the last 2 kills, and Freak
Oh my
manages
god.
to find Danny, and it's a collapse
This
on the
is it.
main stage. Gurt, you can feel it, the title, the championship, it's all coming apart. And BBL and Takumi that have to be the heroes. Only a Stinger, a Vandal, and a Dream. And well, Sin is just pushing through mollies and more. He does not
Venom
care.
is
And
in
look
such
at
a good
Venom's
position.
Oh, okay. That's a shot to find.
Player standing.
But Sin,
Spike down.
quick to refrag.
Oh my
and
god.
The third is
Gurt
done.
Yo has done it.
GG will play.
How have they
Gurt
managed to
Yo.
pull it off?
In a dominant fashion, they close out map 5, 13-4. Congratulations, Gurt Yo. Congratulations to everyone there. And well, congratulations to Pfeiffer's Pets too. They put up an absolute masterclass of a series. I truly thought they were gonna win it. And well, they can be absolutely proud of how they've played the series.
Absolutely insane series. Both teams obviously fought tooth and nail to get here, but Gurt Yo obviously they just fought a little bit harder to close it out and
They
to be
managed
the
to come out on
victors
top.
of the series. And with that, I think we do have a player interview. We do have our last analyst desk of the series, so let's toss it over to them.
And we're back, and yes, we do have a player interview. Real quickly before I drag him in here, can I get your thoughts on the game, Noah, after this last game 5?
You know, I think that overtime on Haven was the mountain that Pfeiffer's Pets had to climb. And they reached the top, they saw over the peak, they saw the promised land, then they got hit with a rock in the head and started sliding down as, well, Gurt Yo just hit them with a whole load of frozen yogurt, and now they're at the bottom of the avalanche.
All right.
On the icebox.
That's a good take. And without further ado, let me drag in Mr. Sith here for our interview.
Hello.
Oh, let me turn you down. You are very loud.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you so much,
Incredible
guys.
win.
Thank you so much.
Noah, do you have some questions for Sith?
Oh
our
yeah,
interview?
I got some. So Sith, you're down 12-10 on Haven, series in the balance. What's going on in the call?
You know, in the beginning, vibes were up from the beginning. I mean, we were cracking jokes, you know, the entire game. We were smiling, and, you know, we weren't really trying that hard, but, you know, we weren't really about try-harding. We were all about just having a good time and, you know, just getting the win in the end.
So map 2, you know, you have a significant trial and tribulation in playing a 4v5 with a Cypher who has a 0 ACS that map. Like, how does a team come out of a map 2? You know, you lost your first map, and you lose the Sunset. So looking down the barrel of a 2-1 series, if you lose one more map, it's all over. Like, how do you come back into the series and, you know, end it with such a dominant icebox?
Yeah, I think Icebox game, we were really just flowing. I mean, start first 3 rounds, I mean, we had an op 3 round, round 3, you know, I think that really kept up the momentum for the game. And, you know, it's just like, I think as long as we just have good pistol round, we win pistol, we win the next 2 rounds after, I think as long as we do that, I think we're just going to keep flowing for the rest of the game. That's what kept us up.
A couple more questions. Do you want to say anything to your teammates? You want to give them a shout out? You want to talk about anything, crazy moments that you're like, oh shit, we won this thing? You know, anything like that?
Yeah, first off to my teammate Sin. Oh boy, he has his ups and downs with me. He could either be like the nicest guy ever or just talk absolute crap to me. And then my friend Lost from Light Fire Venom. You know, he's always glazing me, so that keeps my hopes up, makes me play better. And my other teammates, they're just, you know, they're just the best teammates I can have, bro.
I have a question that's not really important that I need to know.
Ahead.
How many times did you hear Fire Venom say these exact words? Because I hear him quite a lot whenever he plays. Swing, you're better.
Every single round. I think he honestly just wants me to die, honestly, to just get a clip out of it. but I think he's also surprised when I do get a kill. So yeah.
With these grand finals being over, that's an indication for the beginning of the actual Season 21 tournament, which uses the same PR as this tournament. Will Gurt Yo be trying to hit the repeat in next season?
Gurt Yo will probably, honestly, be back. We will probably be back for another round. And we're gonna win.
Do you have any
Alright.
words for your future competitors before we hand it off back here to the desk?
I don't think anybody really stands a chance.
Ooh.
No, we just kept flowing it game in and game out. I don't think anybody really stood a chance, so good
All right.
luck.
Spicy. Thank you, Sith, for coming to interview with us, and congratulations on the win.
Thank you guys.
Have a good rest of your evening, I suppose.
You too.
All right, and with that wraps up Season 21. Thank you, everyone, for coming to watch this grand final. Thank you to all the production, everybody that helped us throughout the season, and also specifically during this very long and very grueling Best of 5. Shout out to Frav on the observing. Fantastic observing through the entirety of the Best of 5. Shout out to Zeta and Try for being great casters. And thank you very much, Noah, for being our analyst. That'll be all for Season 21 lock-in. Keep an eye out for Season 21 and all the information pertaining to that. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Have a great rest of your evening, and goodbye.
Goodbye. Good night.
Goodbye.